I know I caught some of y'all off guard, but I wanted to go through this real quick just so we can go through it. So this is what was written, and really what I want to do is go through the comment sections. The lead attorney at April Mason, you said if you wanted to know more in depth of what I meant, I would have gladly come on your show and broke it all down the way down. You are welcome to come on the show every time. That's what the lead attorney said. So yeah, um, but this is YouTube, and people are going to talk about what people talk about. I don't understand. I don't understand. Um, I don't understand why you think people misinterpret it, but just because it didn't go the way she wanted. But the truth is, like, yo, we're not. People are not stupid, yo. And people can look at your over like people want. It was just like with the Shahrazad Ali thing when she said what she said about the manosphere. A lot of people are gonna let that go because of track record. And yeah, that's an argument that can be made. It's a matter of if people want to make that argument or not. But it's definitely an argument that can be made. But there's a track record here. There's a track record here, and and really, it's kind of a track record of not standing on shit. This is what and look, I don't have an issue with marketers, but this is what marketers do. And really, they monetize the narrative, and I'm gonna keep it real with you. As somebody that shout out to nobody for the $15 cash app, much appreciated. Like April's a really good marketer. I'm not even gonna front with that. Looking at what she does in real time, you can actually learn a lot about really how to position yourself on social media. You really can. And I'm not even gonna take that away from her. But anyway, yeah, niggas just probably bounced. But I want to do this just to say I did it. I'm glad it's not a whole bunch of people in here. So I can, let me see. Okay, good. I'm glad there's not a whole bunch of people in here. Okay, good. I'm glad it's not a whole bunch of people. Yeah, so I can kind of go through this because I want to go through this because I did a lot of videos with it. So anyway, so this is what April says. She said it at Lead and at Kevin. Like I said over a year ago, black males will never get an apology from me. Yeah, of course, because that's typical black bitch shit. Why? Because it turned out my cousin was telling the truth. But black males didn't go run and make videos and spread that. They immediately sided with their enemy. What happened to fuck the police? Well, number one, that's some Atlanta shit. Everybody, like in the black manosphere, everybody doesn't say fuck the police here. In fact, I would argue most people in this space don't necessarily agree with fuck the police. This isn't some pro black shit. As far as she was telling the truth, I hope somebody looks into that because number one, April, why didn't you put a video out? Why didn't you explain what happened? Because because here's the thing, people didn't make a video about your cousin. People made a video about what you said. So number one, and I'm gonna go over it really quickly. Number one, and I get it. She's on social media. You got to remember, Atlanta, like social media can also be used as a local thing, and Atlanta is like because Atlanta is like one of the social media centerpieces. I get that, so I'm not gonna say you should have just not went on social media. I get what the concept of what she was trying to do was from a local standpoint. I talked about that earlier. Um, I talked about that earlier. So I get that. But at the end but we made videos based on what you said. And then the, the the other part of it is the way you were framing it is you were on some black men are sex trafficking black women bullshit. You didn't frame this as like an incident that you were going through with your cousin. You framed this on this is where black men need to step up. I remember that shit. They need to step up. And shit, you could put the videos out so we go back over what you said. Black men need to step up and protect black women. You use this to frame this as a whole black woman thing. That's the problem. And then you also crystallize that by when it didn't go the way you want it, because you can say, "Oh, it's not about siding with the police." You were going to use the police to make all black men look bad, which is some typical shit black women do. That's the problem. That's the issue. You made it seem like Every black woman is liable to, black man is liable to do this bullshit. That's what you did. That's really what people were responding to. And I even gave you a video so you can get it out your system, but you kept on putting it down there. So as far as you saying we didn't tell the truth about is it true? Well, shit, why didn't you put a video out saying what really happened? Because the thing is and see this is see, you got to think about this. Notice how she had no problem. Notice how black women never have a problem calling the police on a black man. Now, to be fair, I guess April was trying to demonstrate that she don't need the police, that she can get black men to handle the police's job. Maybe that's what was in her mind, which that coincides with the same person that is cool with motherfuckers wanting relationship advice in the strip club. Yeah, this is Pensive. This is actually a good experiment because knowing I had 125 and that I all of them didn't come back to the new video. That's actually very educational for me. Now that I think about it, that's very educational for me because what that tells me is I need something outside of just YouTube notifications to let y'all know I'm live. So that works out. And then they want to talk about sided with their enemy. It like, you mean the enemy that black women are always using to lock our ass up? Like, come on, man. Like the manipulation in that. This is because they couldn't accept someone that looks like them would do something so horrible, and we're called out for their behavior. No, you call all black men out. And yes, black men are not out here we're not in delusion that black men don't do bad things. The problem is y'all like to have sex with black men that do bad things. Y'all propagate a culture of black men that doing bad things means you're more closer to getting pussy. That's what black men complain about. So again, that's that in the bubble world bullshit. You can't say it was well documented if you didn't know this has been plastered all over my social media for 2 years. I don't know what she's talking about with that. The reality is, well, oh, she's talking about Kevin. It was well documented what you said. It was well documented. We're talking about what you said. Now, this is some new shit you trying to see. I hope somebody does do some research and see if that really was the case. Because at the end of the day, the police out of shout out to the super chats. Um, Shout out to nobody with the $15 super chat. I think he did that on the last video. Shout out to Brand or from no one for the $5 super chat. And that's what she don't get. That's what she doesn't understand. She's really not cluing into that, but whatever. I don't mind you using my name for clout. Nobody's using nobody. It was really not really for clout. You represent yourself as this is what a good black woman is, and basically we're basically reviewing that. That's all that is. I don't mind you and Kevin, and let's keep this all the way 100. Kevin came on the lead attorney show and answered a question. Kevin ain't really brought you up. And the lead attorney has demonstrated he's done this. He's shown a record of doing this with Tasha K and a lot of other people. It's called fucking YouTube. Like, what are you talking about? But damn, at least get your facts straight. Well, I mean, you're saying just because, and let's be clear here. Like, again, somebody needs to research that shit. We'll see what that comes up. Scroll below to read the entire post from January 2020. I'm talking about black males, not black men. Oh, well, that's that bullshit because who gets to determine who black males are and black men, black women? So the same black men, they're black men when you want to have sex with them. They're black males when they don't do what the fuck you want to do. That shit's arbitrary. And that's part of what the problem is. That's part of what the problem is. I mean, according to you, you married a black male. You had kids with a black male. They're black men when you like them. They're black males when you don't. Whatever. They are not the same. Black men have always held me down. That's why you had to admonish black men 2 years ago or a year and a half ago Because that was before COVID. That's what you have to admonish black men, because black men didn't quote unquote hold you down. If black men always held you down, then you wouldn't be mad. You wouldn't be sitting here and you wouldn't have been talking about what niggas didn't do. If black men always held you down, you wouldn't have felt the need to hook up with Crystalline Carrison, who is the epitome of all niggas ain't shit. Unless she's not with a white man. Like, come on now. See, the problem is, see, this shit doesn't work with people that have watched you for a while, and it's not one song. Well, you look good, so I'm just gonna go with it. Shit. Yes, women have work to do. That's an understatement. But my answer to that is fuck the work. You go do the work so you can get a non-black man. Like that's what needs to happen. Fuck this. Black women perpetually have work to do. Y'all need to just go and be free. That's what I'm gonna start saying. Go be free. Go divest. Get yourself out of Blackistan. And so do these weak ass males. And this is a way of being misandrous without being. This is a way when women. Here's the problem. You all are having sex with the niggas y'all call weak. Like, perfect example. April said on the lead attorney's thing that she said a man or a male. Now that all that shit that's like Palpatine Insidious bullshit. April said that the problem is that men are not in a position for a woman to be able to express her femininity, which is Cynthia G translation, a bitch can't rest in her femininity bullshit. My question is, why are you having sex with dudes that you can't rest? See, like, perfect example. Women will say that I don't feel protected. If women don't have sex with men they don't feel protected by. Outside of a tricking situation. We can all agree with this, yes? Have you all heard this? Have you put in the chat you've heard that? Women do not have sex by men they don't feel protected by. That's what black women say. That's what women say in general. But at the same time, you all want to talk about, meaning they're not sexually attracted. That's a biological thing. Yet you all are saying, well, we can't express our femininity because you all are not in position, which is code for y'all ain't got enough money. This is where that high value man bullshit comes from. Because now having enough money means you got to make six figures and you got to be able to change a bitch's life. That you had to do a chick somewhere talk about fucking 9 to 5 nigga. That's really the mentality that's really out here. And when you talk about entrepreneurism and all this boss bitch bullshit, which 9 out of 10 of these hoes are wannabe entrepreneurs. They're not actually entrepreneurs. They're entrepreneurs, right? Then you feed into that culture. That's the same. That's that city's girl culture. That's the same shit. That's that, Lil Baby gave me $100,000. Quavo bought me that. That's that trick whole relationship bullshit. Hold on, I got y'all. So when you say that, so do these weak ass males, no. Because the answer to the weak ass males is simple. Stop fucking the weak ass males because y'all like how they look. A nigga that know how to lay pipe is still a weak ass nigga based on the criteria you all are talking about. Just because the nigga know how to fuck, if he can't do shit else with you and he's playing video games and shit, by definition of men, that's a weak ass nigga too. The problem is though, y'all won't leave the dick alone, which is cool, but don't bitch about it talking about other niggas are weak ass niggas. Like, you can't have it both ways with that. And the problem is, black women, if they like how they look, it doesn't matter what else they're talking about. You don't get to talk about, I need femininity. I need to rest in my femininity. If economic security is not really a criteria, and it's not. The truth is, everybody knows if a black man looks the part, women don't give a fuck about how much money he got. The end. Everybody knows that. We're supposed to create this facade that character matters to black women. No, it doesn't. Not in the initial thing. It doesn't. It doesn't. After the fact, we need to stop lying. Well, I'll stop there for now. What do y'all think about what I said?
Putting in overtime, man. Damn.
I mean, I got shit to do. But let me see.
But yeah, what is this article? Where'd you get? Is this
This is the shit. This is the shit that April put on her Facebook. And
oh
that's
God,
yeah. So recently,
She did.
and it,
She did this after
trying to
the.
code up for the sisterhood.
yeah,
This
absolutely. I mean, April. Yeah, these are like press releases, and the thing, and
was
like
this. Was this. Was listen, Ed? Was this after
lead
the
attorney
talk
interview. Yeah,
between
this
lead
was like three.
attorney
Yeah, this was
and
10 hours ago.
wow? So the manosphere is putting pressure on these chicks.
Well, that's y'all niggas is saying that what we do don't work. I mean, we already know. Like a lot of us know what the deal is. Y'all
No, but
just
this
want these. Y'all want what y'all want. And I hate that. This is in poor care. Let me say it. I don't want to say it that way. Let me say it in another way. What you all want is these Haitian Revolution style or Nat Turner style events. I was gonna say some 9/11 shit, but that's in poor taste. Y'all want like a Haitian Revolution event or a Nat Turner event every time. It's not always going to work
no,
that
this
way.
is
Think about it. This post was made off of the strength of what Lead Attorney did. And the thing is, if you actually know what Lead Attorney's channel is about, see, this is, and I'm going to tell you something else that I didn't say in the previous stream. She posted this bullshit because she thought the Lead Attorney was on the team. She thought the Lead Attorney would like that's the problem. The problem is that's why she was comfortable with coming on his channel in the first place. She thought the Lead Attorney was just another nigga that was going to bow down and kiss ass. But the Lead Attorney don't operate that way. He does what he does. That's he's his own person.
Yeah,
yeah.
he
I
And
do.
didn't
that's
peep it. I didn't peep his response to that stream when he came out. I knew he was gonna do a response. I figured that's what Lee was doing when he came out. I'm like, oh wow, he's just not saying
and
it.
Lee
He's
and
probably
yeah,
just letting her hang herself.
yeah, well, it ain't even that because Lee, like, understand. I don't know Lee personally, but what I've observed, Lee is giving you the benefit of the doubt. But you got
Yeah,
to remember, he is an attorney, so logic
yeah,
and stuff has to be like. And Glendon is mad at Lee a little bit, not as much as some people as Anton, but Glendon. So it ain't like he just aimed at women. He aims at everybody. It just is what it is. It's how you comport yourself. And what she thought is she was going to get the black chick pass. I'm a black woman. I got this status. I'm April. Like, it's like OJ. So therefore, because she's used to that. Because I've seen her do interviews with dudes like Titus Unlimited and other dudes where, that's that gynocentric shit. You're just supposed to go with it. Don't
yeah.
challenge me. Even the video I did the other day, yesterday, you're not supposed to challenge me. You're supposed to go along with everything. Everything's a puff piece because I'm me. That's what that is.
No,
Now
that's
you
not
can
working anymore.
well, look, I won't say it's not working anymore, but what's starting to happen is the pendulum is starting to move where now you're starting to get another side of the story. All it is, I'm me, I'm the good chick. Is the trust is not is starting to wane. And as you see the Z's get older, the millennials get older, and a lot of these folks age the fuck out, it ain't gonna be this like the matriarchs are gone. The ones that were really about some shit, black women eliminated them. So these new chicks that want to introduce 304 culture, some of it good cop, some of it overt or covert, that's not working. It's not. And Atlanta is like literally ground zero for that. And but here's the one that's funny. Um, y'all run around here gossiping like females. That's the shame shit. Men don't have time. There's a new shit. Men don't have time to be on the internet making low vibrational videos about women. I mean, does,
Then
does
why
that
did
sound?
you come
Does
on?
that,
Why did you come online defending yourself?
does
If
that
that was
sound?
the case?
Does that sound familiar? Here's the funny part
Very.
about that: the lead attorney is a verified attorney, 20 years, making a lot of money. Hell, he converted this shit to making money. He makes 25,000 a month on YouTube. He's teaching other people to do it. Dennis Sperling is a very Dennis Sperling has been on local TV in Houston. You can't like we got PhDs on this bitch. Pocket watching with that. You can't say that anymore. Because then you got motherfuckers that are coming here that they got professional lives outside of YouTube. We got enough of them and we're getting more. This is why that's important. And this is also why, this is harder to make. This is a harder case to make when you got other women that'll have a conversation about this. Really, see, Pink Book is one of the main ones leading the Chameleon talk. That's not really black men saying that. That's women saying that. And that's important because that makes shit like this harder to do.
Yeah. Yeah, but we already seen it. We already seen the damn Chameleon talk. I mean, after Rebecca Lynn Pope,
Yes,
like this is no longer surprising.
yes. You know, it's not surprising. But the thing about it is, the point is that when black women get mad, they start revealing what the truth of it is. You
Yeah,
know, I mean, because she
yeah.
could have did this a whole different way.
Or their version of the truth,
Yeah.
anyway.
I mean, what this show? What did I say in my other stream? I said, if you want to know what a black woman really thinks, make her mad,
Make her mad.
and the truth always comes
No,
out.
man, no, she couldn't know, and she couldn't have. Listen, they scorched her ass. She couldn't have done nothing else.
Well, the chat don't matter. That's not what she's referring to. She's referring to people making content about it. And I mean, at the end of the day,
If you
you know,
didn't care, why'd you get online to say anything? If you didn't care,
well, yeah, like you should have just let it pass. You
why
know,
you could
No,
have
no,
just
what
let
I'm
it
saying
go
is,
and not said nothing. If that was the case, why did you even get on the lead attorney?
and that's
her
another
rep,
thing.
her
And
rep
like,
is done.
and people can say what they want to say about like Glendon. People are making money on the internet and not just on YouTube gossiping. Like that's not really what we do. But see, this is how it's gonna be shame. I mean, what did you do? You pretty much took your cousin and you made it a commentary on what black men are not doing. That's what you did. So really, what you did was you took a Miss Sandra's. No, April was getting the Boyce Watkins treatment. Hey, motherfuckers don't be going out of their way to really talk about April like that. But when you start to do that shit, that's gonna be a problem. It is. And at the end of the day, you can call it what the fuck you want to call it. You know, that don't matter. That don't mean shit.
No,
You
but
know,
I
black men
mean,
got 1% of the quote unquote gossip structure that these hoes straight up lying. Like whatever.
yeah,
And
but
this is somebody that's upset with somebody that
mhm.
could run interference with their reputation they used to make money. Hold on one second though.
Her reputation is in jeopardy right now.
Yeah, because but that's why she's doing this, because she's coding back up for the sisterhood. This is the same thing Rebecca Lynn Pope did, because when her video went viral and she went big, women got on her.
No, no. That's not what this is. That's not this. She's mad. This Rebecca was doing that because she was made to. I get that. And remember, Rebecca was selling products after that.
Yeah. Well,
Because
what does April got to be mad about?
she's mad because once again, when dudes don't do what she want, this is when that shit comes out. When dudes
Nobody
don't
told
do,
you to speak.
huh?
Like, as far as April, like, nobody told you to speak. You
But
decided to
look,
pull
that
out.
in her own, that doesn't matter in her own mind.
Yeah, I know.
Business, networking, working out, doing all this shit, and this is the same shit Olivia Lex was low key doing back in the day when she got me. This is what women say when they're mad. The reality of the situation is, you know, everybody in. I'm not saying we're in media, but we do a media like area of activity. This idea that everybody's in their basement, I know that shit sounds good, but that's not really true. Kevin Samuels was in corporate sales before he was an image consultant. He's an image consultant. He was on here. Like, we got plenty of people now. O'Shea was in medical school while doing this shit. Angry Man was a barber. And let me be clear here, barbers make money. I got barbers down here that own their own barbershop and shit like that. So that's some good if you do it. And he was a tattoo artist. This idea that everybody Obsidian wrote a book. Obsidian. See, Derek Jackson. See, good recommendation. Derek Jackson. See, let's keep it real. Derek Jackson ain't some because he's married. He ain't some nigga. See, all these niggas that say what they want, they not on YouTube gossiping. Like Derek Jackson's channel ain't a gossip channel. It's a female empowerment channel. It's a self-love. You see how that bullshit works? You know, like, you know.
If it ain't, but that's what it is. If you ain't selling self-love, it's misogyny.
Yeah. So now let me go back to minding your own business. Yeah, until like I said, like it's interesting minding your own business. But see, the problem is your business isn't telling women what they need to do to enhance their own lives. Your business is not really telling men what they need to do. The only reason why April brings up men is because black women, and this is the other shit that she said, this is true. Black women, they can't do what they need to do for their own outcomes. See, SYSBM is about black men saying, okay, they're doing this, I'm doing me. It's not about blaming the women for what you're doing. Now, they'll comment on a computer time the hypocrisy of it, but they don't lean on it.
But right? I just want to know, when does it stop being, my thing with black women is like, when does it stop being the black man's fault? When does it stop
And
being? When
it's never gonna not be the
I
black
know,
man's fault.
but
That's
that's what
why.
I'm.
Well,
But
that's
that's
why the
why I know we
answer.
can't. That's why we're asking the question because we're trying to move it past
No,
the black
it's
man.
never. That's why the answer is no. The move past it is them dating out, them leaving.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
know.
that
I
answer
mean,
is.
that's what it leads to. I'm like, I mean, but that's the setup. I'm like, if it's not gonna stop it, if black men are so bad, and if it's all black men's fault, then date out.
But I don't refer. Yeah, no, you're right. And but the way I frame the question is, why haven't you pursued your options? What do you
Yeah,
mean? Why haven't you dated out?
you
Because
make
I
it sound like
already.
we're stopping you from leaving.
Yeah, but anyway, let me finish this. Besides, you're always looking for something to take out of context to fit your immature narratives. Yeah, because our narratives are immature, right? Which you did, yeah, because April, the videos are out there. I mean, do you really want us to re-bring them up so we can just play the shit? I mean, for real. I mean, nobody gives a
But you know,
fuck. Yeah.
at this point, Ed, what I'm saying is that her
Oh,
reputation is so damaged because of
no,
the fact
it's not.
she's connected.
I,
She's connected with a possible crime. So all of this is well and good, but she's really trying to deflect
I want to be,
from being
Ian.
connected to
I
that.
want to be clear here because even though I get annoyed by niggas saying hoes are winning, I don't. I'm
Mhm.
not on. I'm not on that either. They're winning or not bullshit. Make no mistake.
Mm.
This is not. Some of this is clean up, but this is more. She's mad. There's
A bit of
plenty, and
both.
you can look in the comment section. There's plenty of niggas, older black men, that yeah, so
Mm.
let's be clear. Let's not overinflate what this is, but what this does show, this is not really about her personal shit.
Well,
What
the thing
this
is,
is,
I didn't know, I didn't even. The thing is, I didn't until the lead attorney and all that. I didn't until all of this blew up. I didn't know that she had even done that accusation against black men. You
well,
know
you
what I'm
didn't know
saying?
because it was 2 years ago, and dudes are
Yeah,
not out
Yeah.
here bringing it up. But the thing about
right.
it is, it came back up because it's like, okay, you came up on here and you trying to sell this bullshit. You trying basically, and it's not even. Look, had she said some shit that was on point, fine. But there was
Yeah.
some shit she said that was problematic. Understand something? The lead attorney is. I think he said he was married.
Mm, mm.
I think.
Uh, I've heard him speak on
I
that.
don't know. Fuck that. I don't even. That don't matter. Let's take that out the record. The lead attorney is 6'1". The lead attorney is because and I know that because he got them pictures. He looks big against those twins. Those twins that are on YouTube. Then them motherfuckers are like 6'1". The lead attorney is like right up there with Kevin.
And
So
also in Atlanta.
he's a professional black man that's good at what he does to the point where he's get divorced. So the point is, he's this high value man. He's a good representative of that. You see him, all of that, right? Right? And you can't play the YouTube bullshit or try to play the shit with Kevin. It is documented what the lead attorney does. And when you're an attorney, you can always go and do that. So it's
On the last stream, you said that Atlanta is a small, tight knit community, and everybody knows everybody, and there's not a separation for class. So I'm here in Atlanta, so I'm telling you, what she's doing is not even about social media at this point. It's that this is going to get around
okay, that I might give. That I'll
in
give you,
Atlanta.
Ian. Yeah, that I'll give. That local aspect, yes, I'll give you that. I'm speaking from a
This is
national.
going to hurt her. This is going to
Okay,
hurt her here.
yeah, yeah. Because because that stuff does have impact. Because the truth is, and this is what she like. She may have the ear of certain people, but Kevin got more juice than she does with the people.
Mhm.
And a lot of them celebrities look at that too. And April was smart. Like a lot of these women, but see the thing about it is Rebecca could do what she did because the church is an enclosed zone, and this is where this becomes important. Um, and she was talking about she'll come on the show and what I mean. No, like you're gonna clean it up. That's all it is. And the thing about it is, I'm not looking at just what April said. I'm looking in the context. I've listened to her for a long time. Like going all the way back to when Facebook book video was relatively new. So when I talk about this shit, I'm talking about a 6-7 year track record. And I didn't even go in April Mason's past. I didn't go into before April Mason decided to be the April Mason that y'all know, like that fucking Dragon Ball Z form. Because see, if you really understand the church shit, you understand that there's some like really understand how the black church works. And I'm not an expert, but I definitely know like the infrastructure of the black, like the church, the money, the prosperity gospel bullshit. There's that whole shit that I don't even talk about. Just like y'all don't really never see me talk about, well, chicks got him to stripper. I don't do that because I take you at what you're saying. I don't dig your path. Now I may start looking into it to say, okay, how does this inform what you're doing? But for the most part, I don't do that. I don't pull old receipts. I look at what you're doing now because I don't believe women change; they adjust. That's my thing. Like I told you, in fuckery I trust. So I don't need to go dig deep to gossip. We are talking about what the fuck you say. It's only gossip if it's some shit that's rumors. We're talking about what the fuck you said. That's it. Just like we do with boys. We're talking, and what niggas got to do is they double, triple, quadruple down. Anyway, like I don't even got April Mason's name in the shit. It's not tagged. Ain't nobody oh fuck. I'm here for a conversation. Like a lot, like her name ain't even got that kind of juice to clout chase off of it like that. But she said something.
Meanwhile, you see she tagged Lita Turner and Kevin Samuels at the bottom.
Of course, because those are the two. Because those are the two. I mean, of course.
Yeah. She's in trouble. Like you said, Atlanta is a tight.
Yeah. So we'll see. And a lot of and a lot of y'all in Atlanta, y'all, because y'all are gonna understand the local shit a lot more than we are. So that's why a lot of y'all there. Y'all have y'all ears pointed. Let me see.
I'm at this. Actually, I work at a church right now, right? And my actually a friend of mine actually is the pastor at this church. And
then keep in mind she calling and here's another thing. She's trying to be victim. I don't mean cut you off, but she's trying to call Kevin and fucking Lee weak. The truth is, like, no, first of all, it's one. See, this is the same shit J Speed did with BGS when they finally at least fell out on YouTube. Where who knows if they whatever is this you not running the game right? That's what that is, and this is really why she got mad. Tasha K got mad at the lead too, because these women expect these niggas to be under their control. The reality is, only thing he did, like the lead wasn't even really going in on what April said after the fact. The lead got other people's opinions about what you said, and the lead just played the video of what you said. And Kevin happened to come up, and Kevin was very diplomatic about it, but they don't understand diplomacy. They understand you either submitting or you not. Now that's really what it is. And then you use words like, let me tell you something. I'm gonna say this straight up. Any bitch, and I'm gonna say it just like this: when you start using terms, you notice how you'll never have you. I'm gonna ask y'all this right now. I'm putting it out there. Right? I'm gonna ask y'all on the panel. I'm gonna ask y'all here. I want y'all to really hear what I'm saying. I'm gonna give it. In fact, we're about to give it some time because I want to separate it a little bit. I want to say because this is important. This is an important question. I know y'all like, what the fuck is this nigga about to ask? Like, what the fuck? We gonna even put some separation. Hold on.
I will give $100 million to whoever gets me out of here. $100 million.
No, then it must be good.
All right, I want y'all. Hold on. I want to be quiet for a second. I'm saying me too because I want a moment of silence.
He said moment of silence.
See, you're not addressing the silence. You doing what niggas do. Okay. Here's my question. Have any of you all on the panel or any of you all in the chat, have you all ever heard any black woman in your life, in real life, even on social media, have you all ever heard any black female refer to a white man, a Latin man, an Asian man, pick whatever race, as weak?
Nope.
I want to answer it. Answer one if yes, two if no.
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay, Ian has. What the rest of y'all? Come on, let's get at least 6, 7 people.
Well, see, because I'm in Atlanta and you got a lot of these hotep chicks, you know what I'm saying? So they
even amongst them, I would dare ask BGS this same question. That's some significant shit, ain't it? When you really think about that. Now, how many times? Let's do Control F. Let's use our hotkeys. That's weak. She mentions weak twice in this. Yeah, twice. Okay.
Yeah, well, highlight it. Where did she say weak?
What she said at the beginning, and she's saying it towards the end. She said it here, weak ass male,
I see
right?
the hashtag.
Yeah, that's the hashtag. Yeah, it's still understanding weak. She just put a hashtag on it. Exactly. I've never heard that. I've never heard. I've heard Cynthia G call them beasts and shit, but I've never heard them be called weak.
Well, I've heard Cynthia G say the word conquered, so that's kind of alluding to
No,
weak.
I'm talking about white men.
Oh no.
White men or Hispanic men or even Asian men. I've never, that's what I'm asking. Have you ever heard black women on social media in real life refer to any of these folks as weak? I don't even hear them refer to non-diaspora blacks really like that as weak. Or Africans. No, but they just don't talk about them in general. So I'm gonna let that go. Right? Because technically Hispanics are conquered too. They were genetically conquered. Let's keep that all the way 100 too. Yeah, the word weak specifically, or anything that's a synonym of weak. I've never, not in real life, I haven't seen it in social media. That's important. Because the thing about it is, I'm not just saying it's just date out bullshit to be, I'm serious. Now, another thing she says, besides, you're always looking for something to take out of context, immature narratives, which you did. So, and again, you can be mad. What you say when you're mad reveals what it is. So what we're talking, all the shit we say is immature narratives, all this shit. It really says what we saying is bullshit, which is really why I say date out. Why are you even in? I love black men. No, you fetishize black men. Let's call that what the fuck that really is. You want to fuck black men. That ain't no different than a white bitch. That's the same shit. That's the shit you say all these other people do. Hold on. And then she said something significant too. The fact that you don't even know that I'm not a Christian lets me know you don't do your research. April.
That's what I'm saying
That's bull.
about.
Fuck that shit.
Hold
That's
on.
bullshit.
That's what I'm saying about what I was mentioning. The church that I go to, I'm saying it's a tight knit community. The church I go to, it has the mayoral candidate goes there. Yalan Van Zant does her thing there. You got a nexus of people. So her
I've
trying
said
to
that.
separate herself from Christianity, she got to, because
I get it. But Ian, hold on,
where the
Ian.
word.
Hold
No,
on,
let
Ian.
me finish what I'm saying. Ed,
But you're
that's
not
where
saying nothing I
the
haven't
church.
said before. But go ahead.
Okay, yeah, but the Christian church is where the word is going to spread the
Okay, yeah,
fastest
but I
and
get,
the most.
I get all that. But that's not because that's number one. The reason why, because see what happens when y'all want to finish, y'all start taking it in like a fucking timeline. Y'all take it all the way in the timeline outside of kind of a point that somebody really wants to highlight, and y'all don't realize y'all do that. I get the church thing, but the thing about it is, remember what I said about this is important for taking shit out of context. Remember, because I mean that's a legitimate accusation.
No, it's not out of context. This is
I'm not
Atlanta.
talking about what you
Atlanta
hold
is
on. I'm hold on.
Atlanta is that is
I
known for
get,
that.
dude, let me make my point because this is
Okay.
important. If I'm saying something, it's important. Like
Okay.
she's talking about taking it in the context in general.
Mhm.
That dark femininity thing was potentially something that we could have took out of context, right? She
Uh-huh.
talk about she got a pole. Remember what we said about that dark femininity? A lot of that shit is that witchcraft bullshit, low key.
Hmm.
Remember
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah.
She went out of her way to say she's not a Christian. Now, most black
Yeah.
women, even if they don't submit to the black church, won't go out of their way to say she's Christian. This is a woman that was deep in the Christian church as far as the
Right.
prosperity gospel infrastructure,
Hmm.
right?
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
she's not gonna tell me, you're not gonna fucking tell me that a lot of your audience ain't these, some of them ain't these fucking Christian feminists.
Yes.
They got a need for your services because they need to have a man because that shit looks goofy if you in the church.
They are the main ones listening. They're the
Exactly.
main
And
ones.
those are the main niggas she pulling from too, by the way. Those are the main dudes. So when she talks about I'm not a Christian, you ain't like Bernard. You still like in that. A lot of motherfuckers you talk to is still in the church or
Of course.
associated with it. That's bullshit. And
course.
see, you can only pull that off in Atlanta because in Atlanta, like you, this is where we get to what you said. Everything is a nexus anyway. It's not a lot of strong separations. So you can say that, but the reality is, you know, get the fuck out of here, man. Like that's
Yeah.
bullshit.
She's in dangerous. What I'm saying, she's in dangerous territory.
Well, I'm not even saying like I don't care what the stuff spread with the church because that's making it more significant. But what I'm saying is when she sits there, because if that's the case, why do you give a fuck about marriage then? It shows you don't. It shows with your daughter, you
Like
know.
she,
But
well,
you're
like
not
she
gonna.
said, she can
But
get
you
married when she wants in her
But you
mind.
not, yeah, but you're not gonna sell it like that because that people going because if you highlight I'm not a Christian. Let me tell you something. If I ask most of the black women that support April, is April a Christian? They gonna say yes. They not gonna
Hmm.
say April said she wasn't a Christian.
Hmm.
Well, man, please. Talk about you don't do your research. We don't gotta do our research. We're listening to what comes out your mouth. And the problem is you want to come back and say, well, we don't know. No. Oh, well, I didn't explain it. No, you comported yourself goofy. The reality of the situation is you went into a place just like you went to that dude's show where it was just gonna be what you said. It's a show. It's that. Nobody's gonna break it down. That's it. The end. So what you say really don't matter. That's the same thing Kendra G did with Kevin. She didn't go up there and she thought she was special. She didn't go up there expecting Kevin to really question her about some shit. Well, she didn't question Tommy Lee. Bullshit. Tommy Lee
Yes, she
just
did.
he asked Tommy Lee, what do you consider yourself? I'm a hustler and a street walker. Then he asked her about the men that she want. She said, look, I'll deal with a dude in prison because he could be having a brick. He could be having this, having this. She know what she dealing with. She said she ain't talking about I need a man to take care of me. I'm looking for that. I want a nigga for what I want him for. That's it. She was very honest and straightforward about what she was.
And
Hmm.
so
That's it.
was Brittany.
That's why that exactly. That's why those conversations went better. But what
Yeah,
happened is when you trying to run game,
you trying to run game
y'all
and you bullshitting.
y'all
Yeah,
expect dudes, and most dudes are gonna go along with the game being ran because it costs too much to really go against that. That's all. And it's and really this just we're not talking about this so much because it's all about her. This is a commentary on the environment they're in. You're dealing with women where they're trying. Remember, they're going to try to hold on to what they do without doing real change. This is not about April. This is more about who April has spirit of influence over as far as women. They look for these women to learn how to run game, and those are smart ones. The dumb ones aren't even smart enough to recognize that, and those are who she was really talking about. Anyway, but I'm glad C Doobies continue to have my name in your mouth, and this is you self-aggrandizing yourself, just like you talk about, oh, I'm around all these celebrities, all this other bullshit, was none of that shit has anything to do with motherfuckers actually creating the outcomes they want. They're just saying, look at me, I'm around a whole bunch of famous shit. Carry on and keep getting those monetizations checks on me. Ain't nobody getting no monetizations checks on you. Like you
yeah,
don't really
this is the
want me.
same thing.
Like yeah, I mean, shit. Don't man. Let me.
Yeah, this is the same. This is the same thing Kendra G did after she got off Kendra Samuels show.
Yeah. That
After he,
little debriefing to get your. Like,
yeah.
hold on. Let's go through. I'm gonna curious. Let's go through O'Shea's shit. O'Shea got 41 views. He got more for the RA Lennox.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the other one? Because he got another one on April.
This is the same
This
thing
is one.
Kendra
This
G
one
did.
4 days ago. 19 views. Let's type in April Mason real quick just to see. Hell, we'll type that in here just to see what juice. Oh yeah, hold on. Okay, this is the year thing. I do want to be fair. She put this a year ago on her community app because of that. Just got off the phone with the attorney and the charges were dropped. That doesn't just okay. So the charges were dropped. Okay, I
Okay.
want to hold on. I'm gonna read the whole thing. I'm gonna read the whole thing. They found out that she did not file a false police report and was telling the truth. I'm sure you're not gonna run and spread this news. Because again, this news didn't have to do with you throwing black men under the bus. For all those who decided to make videos to try and discredit and drag me, I don't expect an apology. Why? Because you'll only try to find another way to make her wrong instead of accepting that you jumped to conclusions. Yeah, like you jumped to conclusions about black men not saving you, but whatever. Why protecting your own is not on your agenda. See that bullshit? Protecting your own. Where are the men in your family? That's what I want to know. Because I know my mom, I'm gonna tell you right now, my mom ain't looking to random ass motherfuckers to protect people. She can
You
call
showed
my
your
middle, like
asses.
she can call all her sons. She got her priorities as far as which one she gonna call, depending on what it is.
You showed
But
your asses, as opposed to the
yeah,
person who said
yeah.
it's black men's fault why women remain overweight.
See,
Really?
all these women having these fucking kids. Where are your sons to, or you're the men in your family? Why the fuck you gotta run to YouTube and put an APB on everybody? See, most people don't have social media influence to do that. Most people actually look at the men in their own family. So when you talk about protecting your own, are you serious? See, that's that bullshit. And
You
see,
So
don't
and
how
that's
did
you don't
cold.
get protection when you have the nerve to want to charge black men with us
Yeah.
being their fault why you choose to
Also,
be overweight.
and also, you
No.
choose to not be covered. You ain't got a
Yeah.
husband. You want
so let
protection.
me
Where
ask
your
how
husband
did
at?
how did
Words you talk about were the byproduct of you being married, or you're talking about you get married when you want. Oh, really? Then
hey
go ahead. Let's see how that
refresh
works.
me. How did Kendra G situation go?
Well,
Was it
Kendra
worse?
G was a
Oh, that
chick
was
with it. Well, understand when I say Kendra G, I'm not talking about Crimson Cure. I'm
No,
talking
no,
about
no.
the chick
I
with
know,
the. No, she was
I
a
know who
chick.
she
Well,
is.
I mean, it
I
don't.
just don't
She was a
remember.
chick with her. She was a chick with a radio show. Came on Kevin. She
Yeah.
expected the chick, she got a little body on her, but the thing about it is she's
yeah,
fucking 40 something years. She's
40
43 years old. And she's
Yeah.
trying to talk like, again, like April. Like they got
Yeah.
like 40, they act like they in
Yeah.
their 30s.
She
The way
came
they
on
talk.
Kevin and couldn't answer a straight freak fucking question.
Yeah, and
He
now
answered
she
like
mad.
couldn't
Kevin.
answer a damn point, couldn't answer straightforward freaking questions after he asked her like 3 times. She couldn't answer. Then the very next day, she went on her show and just pretty much, shame Kevin and give Kevin the
Yeah,
whole
that's all that
time.
is.
Which is the same thing April Mason's doing. Like this is no different. We've seen this
Yeah,
play
so
already.
let's and in fact, see what I want to do, because this is, I haven't typed her name in a minute. What I really want to do is do it on incognito, but it's not gonna let me do that. So let's go through it. I mean, O'Shea got a couple of his things. 1 month, 90. This is that. Women are the prize. I mean, shit, you ain't gonna say. I mean, shit, Danica Marie ain't even getting. This is her audience, but Danica Marie ain't even. This is Danica Marie doing this. Danica Marie ain't even getting no views off this bullshit.
What is that?
Danica,
3?
you would think Danica Marie would be able to get some shit off this. She ain't getting nothing off this. You
They,
Probably
know,
that. What's that chick? Well, what's her name?
the
The
Duke and
new chick.
Don,
No,
which O'Shea.
Melanie King. I'm sure she'll get
Oh,
15K
this is
off
two
of that.
years. This is 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
8 months ago. Yeah, I mean, these are like, the algorithm isn't even pushing these videos up,
they
yo.
like April ain't
I
shit.
Like
shared
you
Kendra D's video when she was talking about this April Mason thing. That was phenomenal, actually.
yeah, and so
Did she
it's,
get views? They got views off of her.
well, April, motherfuckers are watching everything. Yeah, so I put this on incognito, and you got the lead attorney. Yeah, ain't nobody getting views off this bullshit. The biggest one in here is the feminine lifestyle strategist, the dude with Man Up. That's like the biggest one. And then April Mason, are men the byproduct of women? The lead attorney, Let's Talk with Courtney and Iron Courtney Michelle. You got toxic femininity traits of April Mason's talking points. Chantel Simone. I mean, and she only got 2,000 views, and Chantel is at 15. Is at 15,000. Yes, ain't nobody getting no views off this. Like ain't nobody getting no views off this bullshit. Like straight up. Even mediocre. Stop choosing men with nothing to lose. April Mason responds. So mediocre got 68,000. Ain't nobody really getting no view. Pink Book got 48, but that's the strength of their own audiences. Pink Book probably got 100,000 because she did too. Katie Bow, is doing a review on that. He's got so ain't no. I mean, this ain't. I'm not saying it ain't nothing. Obsidian's got 4.3.
Yeah, I heard Obsidian shit.
And so SBK Speed's got 4. So I mean, it ain't nothing. I won't say that, but it ain't like this huge bullshit. But again, that's what marketers do. I'm interested in the shit because I like looking at the shit from a perception. Even I see the video, you see it down here. Dear Chrissy, April Mason lied about her cousin being abducted. Liars don't get protection. And then she's talking about the charges were dropped. Let me tell you something. It is incredibly rare for them to even create charges like that off gate. And just because an attorney got the charges dropped doesn't mean shit. If the fact, here's the thing. So this is what really
What were the charges?
did she pulled a false report.
Oh yeah.
And and here's the thing about it is, it's kind of like, so what you're trying to make it like this, man, please, them white cops are not pulling that shit on black women like that. Like y'all could kiss my ass. Atlanta is politically very much controlled by black women. You're really trying to play with me and act like these motherfuckers are making a habit of locking black. You understand how bad that looks if something really does go down and the attorney and the cops are like, not believing black women in this political climate even 2 years ago.
They always believe in black women.
Like, what are you talking about? Like that shit doesn't make fucking sense.
Like you
But
said,
I'm the believer.
women say dumb shit when they're mad.
And she tried to, and she basically hid behind the pro-black shit. So this is like, I'm gonna be whatever I need to be to jump on multiple different networks, and it is what it is. And this is just one exhibit. And again, you got dudes anyway. Shout out to the super chats. Shout out to wow. Shout out to Penance for the $100. Much appreciate that, man. Much appreciate that. I'd be an asshole not to give you the
That is a funny name, by the way.
Yeah, which is why she needed to get an attorney, because it was serious.
Yeah, that's
anyway, I got to do my main thing.
I will give $100 million to whoever gets me out of here. $100 million.
That's just so funny to me.
Yeah.
4th stream in a day. Yeah, I did do a couple. Yeah.
Yeah, you did a few. Yeah, you was on today. I was still on the video you did this
I
morning.
appreciate you, Lion, for the $10.
Of course.
Oh yeah, wait till I start doing these uploads. And I get the production right. I'm gonna start pumping them bitches out.
You did this one this morning. That was actually a good question. Is dating fun?
Yeah, and that's probably one of the things April can legit teach these women. Bitch, you're not fun to be around.
Yeah.
Like, this nigga can be with anybody. The niggas you want can pick anybody. And it, like you said, I'm still watching part 1 of this. I am Courtney's show was on some BS. Yeah. And they're gonna always, this is why it annoys me when Cidian does that. When you try to leave the shit subjective and create that open air bullshit, like, oh, well, everything is possibility, and is it really this? Is it really that? I say, okay, when you start playing that game, I'm out. I know what I'm gonna do.
Did you listen to her stream about why she left the Peep Network?
Who? I don't know if she did.
No, because she did a stream about why she left. I didn't listen to it. That's what.
No, I haven't. I don't care. I don't really care. I don't. Because that's the gossiping part. We're gossipers. That's what we do. It's not like David Carroll would love that shit. That's who that's who I want to hear from. I want to hear, like, Obsidian knows how to get David Carroll to make a video about shit. So niggas need to be like, look, man, we need a whole about this, please. One of his.
He probably gonna do a whole. He'll probably do a whole about April Mason too.
No, I want to see. You know who I love to see take a shot. Jason Black
and Minister Jap.
Well, yeah. Like, I want more surgical. Minister Jap. I like Minister Jap, but like, Minister Jap will go so hard. But it will be entertaining. Let me cut the bullshit.
Yeah, come on now.
That shit will be entertaining.
Yes, it will. But Jason Black, yeah, it makes sense. Jason Black will be more on he'll go more.
The message to the concubine generation. Oh, Jason be doing some good ones. I just like, nigga, just dude. The thing about it is, I don't not want to see Jason Black win. That's what makes me so mad. It's like, dude, there's a lot of dudes that will fuck with you. Like, I don't understand why you don't get that. And it's like, damn, like, the shit is just so unnecessary, yo. It just so is unnecessary, man. It's like, god damn it. Are y'all seeing this? Yeah. Yeah, to the concubine. He done did a couple of, next video will be why niggas ain't shit. And that's another thing. I mean, we got people like Jason Black in this space. Jason Black is already talking about how loser ass niggas are.
Jason
Like,
Black ain't in this space.
Well, he's in this niche.
Yeah,
Let's be clear here. Jason Black come from 1.0. He can talk
and he's
that
been
bullshit.
here for a while.
Yeah, like niggas that whatever. Like y'all got to start really understanding what quote unquote this space means, because really it's a lot of people in it. Like Angry Man and O'Shea obviously don't fuck with each other. They camps don't really fuck with each other. Now some folks are on some neutral shit like me, where like I'm not gonna not fuck with the Grinch because
I mean, no, Jason Black has disowned the
oh, he can say what the fuck he want to say, but at the end of the day, like, yeah, he can say what the fuck he wants to say. But at the end of the day, Jason Black, when he's associated with black manosphere talking shit. I mean, the nigga says that we took his shit.
Oh, really?
That's what he says with Kevin. Yes, that's his whole reason for being mad.
He says it
apparently we kiss him. Somehow we kiss white ass, but at the same time, we stole all his points. Wow. That's what he says. Now I don't understand.
The same time he sold in my yard.
Now I don't understand how that shit can be both true at the same time. But hey, you know how black people do. He must be doing some black girl magic. Yeah, Jason Black be doing the thirst traps though. Now that I know how to see, the thing about it is, because what I like about these thumbnails is these thumbnails are very simple, but they're very significant. But see, and here's the problem.
Who's that in the thumb? Is that J-Lo?
J-Lo at the bottom. That's Bernice Burgos.
Oh God! Oh, Bernice.
The problem is, and the thing is, you can't copy these thumbnails either, because it's obvious you're biting off of them. It's obvious you're biting off of them if you copy these thumbnails. So it's like, damn. But I actually got another way. I got another thumbnail type that I learned to do that's not like this, but kind of like this. You can't say it's like the same thing. Let me see if I can show you. Give you an example. Because I'm just chilling at this point. Because I try to recreate some of these thumbnails just to see. It's good practice. Let me see. Oh my God, yo.
I mean, it's all damn.
What do y'all think about some of the artwork I've been doing? Some little artwork.
That's pretty dope. I think you should really take that hurricane sound bite.
Yeah, I might take that and then do that as like an intro.
Yeah, you should. Yeah.
But let's see.
But the graphic art, the picture you shared, yeah, that's pretty dope. Yeah, you on the way about damn time, because now you doing all these videos about damn time.
Yeah, well, once I start getting the uploads and I put it all together, that shit's gonna shout out to Canva.
Like I said, I meant when I said in that other video, you say the coldest shit when you in your car. Something about you being in your car. That's like
yeah, it's probably from my Uber days.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, let me see. Video. No, this isn't a video file. Let me pull this down. Stop screen. What don't
April Mason already showed her card.
Like this is one that I did, and then I converted that into a GIF. And I was gonna see if I could do that on like as a thumbnail, like a moving thumbnail, but that doesn't work. But this is a minute ago I did this, so this is kind of like, if this would have been more smoother, like I would have let this go a little bit further so it'd be more smoother, then it would have been like, yeah, this would be how, if I start doing, I just took a picture of GIF from Cardi B, and then so this will be something that, like, if I do a PowerPoint, that's gonna be how some of my PowerPoints, like kind of like what Jason Black be doing, but it'll be a little bit different.
Got you. That GIF in the right hand corner with the mad face with the hurricane. Yeah, you should keep that. You should definitely keep that.
Yeah, if I can find a way to get that and get that to where the black is not on there, the black is not on there, or so let's see, no, there. Yeah, so I'm definitely that one I'm keeping. It's gonna be that or that. Let's
You
see.
got to keep the hurricane one. The hurricane
Yeah.
one's hilarious.
Yeah, I forgot. I found that on Canva too. Somebody go point it out, man. That ain't a hurricane. That's a tornado. I'm like, come on now. But let me
Yeah,
see.
but you start going. It's about to be all five.
The other ones, PNG.
Oh, I sent you some on Instagram. I sent it to you and Fantastic. Um, poor Deion Sanders brought Brittany Renner on to speak to the state.
Yeah, I heard people were talking about that.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, great.
I'm just gonna bring this one up. Duh. I mean, I don't even know why Deion Sanders would do that.
I
I
know
mean,
why he did it, but I'm like, it's.
that
And if you listen to what she said, I'm like, oh, you already coding up and lying to these boys.
He did it. He did it because the black manosphere is blowing up.
Mm-hmm.
The black manosphere is blowing up, bro.
But she came on lying. If you hear what she says, you
What
like,
did she
oh
say?
my god.
What did she say?
Don't. Well, one, she was talking about oh god, she was talking about. Well, first of all, she was talking about love or whatever. I'm like, you gonna talk about love to these 18 and 21 years old? This is the last thing they're thinking about.
that's how you get them in. You start
Yeah,
talking to
these dudes are 18 to 21 years old. That is the last thing they're thinking about.
Hold on, I'm like queuing up some stuff.
But yeah,
Let's
Manto got a
see.
point. I'm like, yeah, same reasons he did it. Same reasons he did it.
Well, that's what they. Well, that's love is what they tell themselves to kind of put themselves in
Mm-hmm.
this state of doing
Mm-hmm.
bullshit.
That's the
Like this
buffer.
is why these are the same shit chicks. They'll talk about character and shit. I
No
did it
character
for
and integrity.
character.
No, please, you gotta do you the. I mean,
I mean,
stop.
that's the
You don't
bullshit.
put them.
That's the game that because they run the game on their own self, and that's why it's so believable. And that's what dudes got to realize. Like these hoes will run game on their own, and then you'll be believing that shit because they believe that goofy ass shit.
I just find it interesting, and one thing I noticed with black women, especially after looking at this April Mason thing, these women will be ready to fist fight a man before they even disagree with another black woman.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
They
Yes,
will
they
be
will.
ready to put their
And
shoes
a
on
lot
and
of this
ready.
stuff we put it out there because it's gonna be on record. But truth be told, like, I don't give a fuck. Oh, you gossiping about this? You getting like we gonna say what we gonna say. I mean, we've been saying it for years. You can say what the
Um,
fuck. I mean, you gonna do
um,
what every black female say, try to clean that shit up, but whatever.
mhm. I'm like, I don't know how we gossiping about just literally
So
putting up the video and pressing play.
that's on my other shit. So this is like when on my other website, like blog posts and stuff. You keep it simple. You got like little thing in the background that faded with the computer. So when I'm doing videos on that, that's that. But that's not the main thing. Let's see what else. There's some of the stuff I put together recently.
Yeah,
Let's.
Deion Sanders trying to get some of that Kevin Samuels clout, bringing Brittany
That's what.
Renner both.
Yeah, and that's
But
what I'm.
he don't understand. It ain't Brittany Renner. Kevin Samuels is the man. It ain't fuck Brittany Renner.
Yeah, but he don't want that backlash. That's what that is. He don't want that bitch backlash. So that's something. You see, the same thing because I can't get rid of that. Actually, I could. Actually, now that I think about it, I actually could. I just gotta Oh, I just not thought about that. I just gotta put that through Campbell and then do a black thing over that or over this. But yeah, that's and I could just take anything and put it on there. As far as the title, and then make that bigger. So we ain't never gonna get rid of the classic shit. It's just gonna take on a different form. Let's see. That's one. That's not even the main one I wanted to show. Let's see.
But he got to do something. You know what I'm saying, over there where he at. He had that whole blow up where the young man had stole out of his office and shit.
This is another good one.
He got to do something to show that he's actually mentoring these boys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he sees the black manosphere is doing the black
Yeah,
manosphere is mentoring motherfuckers for real.
yeah. Yeah, the thing about the TMI group, I had to leave that group because you say that nigga Jason can't be disagreed with.
No.
So it's like you gotta like navigate that shit. And I'm like, man, fuck that bullshit. Shout out
Who is TMI?
Jason Black's group,
Yeah.
Facebook group. Like they niggas start coming at you like for real. So that's that. And it's amazing if you know what to do with one picture. And I did all this. Like I did like technically like some of these are templates, but like some of the touch ups, like the shadow part, the thing over it, I put a quote in there, and then you put that together with another video. And
You're
look,
gonna
I ain't
keep
no graphic.
you gonna keep the everybody hates black men, because that would have been a dope addition to associate this
No, I am,
this
but what I'm gonna do is like that's gonna be like a live stream show. So that's gonna
Yeah,
be
I
what
got
the live stream. So I got a couple of series. Like right now, I'm gonna have when I start interviewing people for real, I don't just want to throw a whole bunch of people up and y'all ain't got context of who it is.
Mm-hmm.
So like if I interview like somebody like hood conservative, little big Nate, I'll be like conversations with conservatives. That'll be like a series for an interview series. Then I'll do black women say the darndest things. Like this would have been under black women say the darndest things, or this could have been under the I told you so series. Yet again, I told you so. I got a congratulations, you played yourself, in which that's gonna be where with a lot of dudes, but it's also gonna have women in that too. So like the PJ thing would have been under that.
Tell me why you mad.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good one. I might do. You mad? Why you mad though?
Tell me why you mad though.
Would it be a play on guess who mad? But be like, why you mad though?
Why are you mad though? Are you?
I might
or
steal
are
what
you?
you just
Or
said.
another one? Are you done? Are you done? That's another one too.
Or yeah, so I'm gonna have, and the way I'm gonna do it is you do like the series name, then what the title is, or that's why you put the shit here, because the stuff you put into the title is really supposed to be more. This is me doing a cutout. So the way I would do this is because this kind of looks, doesn't look the greatest. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but what you do is the trick is you put a white outline. And that way you don't pay attention to like that. Like I may round that out a little bit, and then you pay attention to you do the white outline, and then you put that. You see what I'm saying? That's what a lot of them do. Let me see, off topic, but I gotta give probably JDO. Yeah, man, I'm gonna start a hashtag JDO. I'm gonna start putting that. Yeah, we gonna see. I could come up with some shit. Don't let me get started on the memes. The problem is with memes is it ain't that they take time, but I can, if I start getting artistic with shit'll take forever. Versus this stuff, your move clip cutouts be on point. Yeah. So the problem is once you have them, you have them. Let me see. But it's like, and see, that's another good thing about me being at work, is I can think of all this stuff while I'm at work, while I'm telling these niggas about how they ain't shit. Like you need to have my calls right. Maybe like a pimp. Where's my? Luckily, they ain't got to sell. So where's my money? You don't want a coaching where I talk to you for like 45 minutes. No, nigga, I'm good. All right. That's a threat. Do you need to be coached? No, nigga, I'm good. So yeah, that was another one. And the car that's in is a dusty ass car, and technically that shirt is a red shirt. It's a straight up red shirt, but the way I colored it, and then with the glasses, because the data gets the reflection as well. Where's that other? Is one in particular I'm looking for, and then let me see.
Well, yeah, he speaks. I was just thinking about the everybody hates black man.
No, that's gonna be a recurring thing. It's just I want to, and see that I don't have I've been doing some mock-ups. That's when I'm probably gonna need AM1's help on, because what I got is I got an EH, and then the B is in the top H, and the M is in the bottom H.
No, makes sense.
And then it's like I with a hurricane, but I don't really want the hurricane. I want something like I don't know. I gotta work on that one.
Damn, you got the EA speaks, because I was thinking about the everybody hates black men, and I was thinking about the graphic you had with the headphones on.
Yeah, I might. In fact, I might do a play on that too. It just depends. I might
Okay,
have, like, I may use
that's
that one.
yeah,
Yeah, I may use that one.
yeah, that's very
And
artistic,
by
but
the way, all this
yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
yeah, I use 2 apps, but I mainly use Canva. The only thing I use the other app for is really cutouts,
Mm-hmm.
which is Glorify, and that's a paid thing. I got like, well, Canva, I got Canva Pro too, but no, that's okay because that's not gonna work. No, because that's a transparent thing. Let's see. Where these at? This is another one. This is the Paintrix Seda hose.
No,
You see
no.
if you can guess who I'm gonna be talking to. Who I'm. No, I ain't nobody in particular. It's you know, that one's gonna be added to, like, so every time I'm talking,
Oh, Marilyn Monroe. You know, all these women want to be the next Marilyn Monroe.
let's see. Folks forget what happened to Marilyn Monroe though.
Yep, she never got claimed.
And she got killed because she wouldn't
Yep,
shut the fuck up.
she would shut up. She said the wrong thing.
See what I want. See, I did a kind of bleeding effect, but see, there's a better way for me to do this. Like, what I would have did. No, looking back this again, I would have did it to where it would have been the vertical line, and it would have been her, and I would have split it out so it's like a side by side thing, and then I would have faded that line out again. That would have looked better.
That look better.
Yeah, this is before.
Damn, Six, you
Who
a
is that?
damn crack. Six, the goddess, fine self, still a damn guy to crack though.
Is it so? Is the Manosphere still fucking with her or not?
No, the Manosphere never
No.
fuck. That Manosphere never fuck with Six. Y'all keep acting just
No.
because these chicks got
No.
dudes that want to look at them because they want to fuck
Yeah.
them. The Manosphere has
Yeah.
never fucked with Six.
No,
The
they
Manosphere
never.
don't even really know who Avery Woodley is.
Yeah, they really don't.
Yeah, I see. I'm gonna have to create a chameleon list too. And I'm gonna do it like a Born Identity profile thing, like some kind
I
of.
ain't gonna lie, Six got me good. She did. Then I started listening to her content. I'm like, oh
No, as soon as I started going down her Facebook feed a little bit too far, I knew it was up then.
Yeah, I figured it out once I saw on IG she had literally nothing but thirst traps. I'm like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Never mind. I was like, all right, never mind. Never mind. I'm out. Thought she was cool.
Shit, I just stopped with her. I just didn't even I didn't like her videos because she's sitting in a car and shit. I'm like, yo, this is not professional. Like, yo, go do some work.
Well, I mean, what I do when this nigga talk about go do some work, like. I'm sorry, like lame ass niggas say what? That's what they would be like. This nigga just told me go do some work. Like, what the fuck is this nigga?
Yeah, Six the stripper turned Hotep comedian. Why am I not surprised that why am I not surprised?
They all like a lot of these chicks are strippers.
Like, I'm not surprised because she's like all the damn thirst trap. Because I was thinking that too before I knew she was a stripper. I'm like, all this damn thirst trap, she has to be. She had to used to be a stripper. She had to be. Took all that shit, cleaned that shit up quick though.
I mean, they always move on to another like a lot of them, and you see, yeah. So
yeah.
Hold on.
They can't stay a stripper for the long term.
And they start talking about this femininity Hotep goddess bullshit.
Oh God, no.
She probably in Atlanta then.
Yeah, she is.
See.
Yep, because she almost got clued in with Kevin Samuels.
Yeah.
Over that picture, and then she had to disavow that shit because she didn't know where Kevin. See, I bet you she would have that back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that picture too. But she was hanging out with Kevin. She disavowed. Yeah, she did disavow.
Yeah, this is funny. That's actually she is.
They grown to its accountability.
She is the hoe.
Yeah.
That Hispanic chick, but she got some personality.
Why she got the knife? What's up with the knife?
This is from like if a dude comes home, be like, "Where you, Poppy? Where you been?" Yeah, that's what that meme is. And then I had to zoom it in so y'all didn't see that part of it. Yeah, she got fat. Now she fuck with niggas because that's what they do.
When they get fat,
and the thing is, she ain't so fat that she can't lose weight. But it's like, bitch, I'm like, nigga, why?
That's the only one thing when it comes to that. If black, that's the one thing I would charge the black man. I was like, if we all on one accord and said we are not giving you women any dick till y'all start losing weight, they would go to the gym, but we won't do it.
Yeah.
And that was like
Well,
these were like my early attempts at that Jason Black like style, you know. But I realized I can't take that style because that's gonna be too obvious. And this was before he was talking all that bullshit too. That's all he say. Look at these niggas say. I
Mm-hmm.
told you. No, you know
Start
what?
doing the
I,
same.
I ain't even gonna give you the opportunity. Now, this
Yeah.
is a style that Glenn and Cameron did, but the problem with this style, and he doesn't do this style anymore, so I could probably use that. And this is actually really simple, but the problem is, depending on how you do it, they'll fuck with your channel, talk about this is sexually oriented content.
Oh, whatever.
so does
Now, see what
anybody
makes
know
this
what?
good
Do it
is
sexual oriented content.
when you merge them together, it gives it and put like a filter over it. It gives it like a significant look with just a thing that's a little bit transparent. So what I would have to do is I would have had to just make it so they got clothes on, like take this off, kind of take this off. And
Does
you know,
anybody know what Jason Black actually looks like?
yeah, a couple of people do.
Okay.
No idea. Never seen
Um, it's like I can't believe I can't find that one. Hold on one second. I'm gonna
Find a
find it.
picture of Jason Black and put him on the
I'm
screen.
not trying to do that because then I don't want to hear nothing from these motherfuckers. Like
him.
it really, because that number one, people are still gonna fuck with them. So, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, yeah, because that's the one. While I'm looking for this other one, that's the one when I did the whole, like when I use I know y'all like, what is this nigga doing? Because it is like 4:11.
When is your sleep time, Ed?
I work from like 8 to 5, and
Oh,
but I only work 4 days a week technically.
okay. Okay.
Not about
So
to let me. Way I'm telling like, yeah, don't sleep.
I mean, it ain't nothing. I mean, it ain't like I do nothing significant. It ain't nothing but turning this fucking phone on. Like I'm on Streamyard
Oh,
right now, but yeah, so
okay.
it ain't like yeah, some all like, and ain't nothing wrong with that because it'll get to a point where I gotta do a good setup and all that, but that ain't
Mm.
where we are right now. Yeah, that's that other one. That was an older video I did.
I don't like that.
All hoes pray 5 times a day.
Oh, okay. See, because you can't even see that.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, I
it's
could
right here at
not
the
see it.
top.
Yeah, you couldn't see it at first. It didn't. It didn't
Well,
stand out.
it's not meant to be seen. This is what's meant
Yeah,
to
we
be
got it.
seen.
I
The
got you.
Painter's Saint, a hot girls, and then yeah.
I mean, the head. I mean, the
You
Marilyn
should have just
Monroe
did the
pictures
all
is
hoes
more
pray
than
5
enough.
times.
Huh?
Shit, that
Yeah,
the
that was a
all
play
the
on
all
some
hoes
Muslim
pray.
shit.
That's all you need right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I see you talk about drop the link. I mean, don't come up here causing trouble because it's too early, late, whatever the fuck. I mean, I guess it's early. It's 12 o'clock, over 12 o'clock everywhere. Cause we kind of in the after hours. I'm kind of past the
Because you can't see the money. You know what I'm saying?
Huh? It's not
You
about
can't.
seeing the money.
I was about seeing money. April, seeing Marilyn
Because
Monroe.
what I was gonna do, that like if I'd say what I would need to do to make this better, I would have put a filter, a black filter on it to tint this background part, and then to highlight this part, and then this will make it more significant. And then I probably make this
Yeah.
like white. But
Yeah.
this was like because I can go through it more now.
Yeah. It needs a
So I
background.
can go through straight. See, I because like a lot of these things you just got to work with them more. And I work with it a lot more now, so I'm a little bit more faster about it. So I can kind of do stuff that's a little bit more intuitive, so to speak. Like and like I said, I'm not no graphics person at all, but I know what I need to do in order to get done what I need to get done. And the more I work with it, the faster I get. I'm trying to. It's like one particular. I can't because I just saw this fucking. I know this is here because this is a photo that always comes through my damn like my screensaver. Like, why are you doing this, man? Like, it's like you purposely not showing me this. I'll pull this up. This is the goofy ass nigga look.
Hmm.
The fucking goofy ass niggas. Like this is one I'm gonna start doing too when niggas do stupid shit. Um where is it? This one. Um
Always doing
um,
stupid shit.
this.
Hmm. Oh no.
Yeah. I don't know. So what's up, Ty City?
What's up? What's up?
Yeah, I'm just on here. Yeah, going like I'm kind of in the end towards the end of this. We just going through like some mock up shit. So yeah, you said you wanted to come up.
Yeah, I want to touch on this April Mason situation.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, sure.
Um, I think she's gonna go forward with her mission to pander to men,
Yeah, April has
and
always been set up for that.
yeah, I see the guys, you know what I'm saying, calling her out and stuff like that. But I think now we're gonna
This is
see.
it.
I think now we're gonna see like uh how much like you really can't do nothing about the shit.
Number one,
It- it-
April is an individual person. So April comes from Facebook, and it ain't like number one. This space isn't design isn't the purpose of this space is not to take females and make it so they can't make money. I've never
no,
sold
no, no.
that.
I get what you're saying. What I'm saying is that because Kevin is outside of YouTube too. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now it's just like I don't think it matters at this point. She's gonna continue to do it, and I think she's still gonna do good.
Yeah. That's why when what's it called was talking about her reputation is gonna be wrecked. I said, yeah, yeah, but I said for the overall, like I've never like anybody out here talking about like a female. Number one, like I said, with musical chairs, there's in
Mhm.
order for it to be musical chairs, it has to be chairs. There are gonna be certain women that are gonna win no matter what because they're positioned the right way. Now let's keep this one. April is positioned the right way because of image. So knocking April off or not doesn't really mean anything. Just like how Nicole Michelle got exposed, left, and started dealing with white women shit. She got married by a
Mhm.
nigga supposedly Tony Maceo. This, well, he was more in the dating coach space. I don't know. He wasn't whatever. But my
Well,
point is,
outside of that, what I'm saying is like it don't even matter how egregious what they do is.
when you say they, like again, every woman ain't April Mason. April Mason's an internet marketer, and April Mason is very plugged into Atlanta. Every woman is not her. That's what I'm saying. So April Mason is would be in that representative of that percentage of folks that are gonna win regardless.
Yeah,
April
but
Mason is in that percentage.
she's gonna have to change up. She's gonna have to make some changes though.
No, she won't.
That's the
No,
Yeah,
thing.
she
that
won't.
nah,
I
I don't
doubt
think
that.
so
No,
either.
No, she won't. I mean,
She's gonna have to make some changes.
no, Ian, I did a video. Oh, all right, so y'all think so folks can act like I'm being fair about this. Like when I just did that video, and that's the photo I was looking for, this one right here. Not because of the bitch, but because of that I like that stencil shit. Now I can't put that on YouTube, obviously, but I like that stencil shit. That's now we can kind of get back to the regular program because that's what I was looking for. I actually did that with PowerPoint. Where the fuck was I at? Okay. Yeah, y'all like this we got like 30 more minutes. Just letting y'all know. Um
Because if the right outlet gets a hold of
no.
her story, like
No.
like especially like a comedian, like
No.
a local Atlanta comedian
They
or
won't do
somebody
that. They'll
gets a
be
hold
seen
of her
as
shit.
attacking black women. If you go too hard, the only person demonstrated they got the potential to maybe try some shit like that and it won't matter is Lil Duval.
No,
Outside of that, like like what you saying, that's that. I get what you saying, but that scenario ain't gonna run. Oh, this whole ass
no,
nigga. And now you are, God, I can't stand this whole ass nigga anyway. That you want to know a nigga I don't like? That's a nigga I don't like.
yo,
Uh,
yo, but Ed, check this out though. a month ago, she straight up came out and said she's going to focus on the men. I don't like. It's almost like this, like a month late or something.
Yeah.
No, what happened was that the sisterhood got on her ass and she wanted to change her narrative, and that
No,
violence speak more than anything else.
that happened to Rebecca. That's not
See?
exactly what happened to her. Like, and this is the shit that I don't like. We got extremes. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing bitches always win no matter what they do. I'm hearing every little, it only takes like a little breath of truth in order to knock these bitches down. Both of that shit is incorrect. That is not correct. Both of those things are not correct. And April's a good example of that. Now, I acknowledge what you're saying, Ty City, because when you look at this bullshit,
Are you a podcaster?
this bullshit is representative of what you're talking about. But see, everybody ain't in this space is very small. So this is like supposedly this show is Man Up. And then this is the you got mainstream social media, right? Just like the radio, where the radio has its own atmosphere and shit, because that is subject to mainstream media. Just like how you got these bullshit lying ass
Yo,
fucking
somebody got some clicking going on, man. It's killing me.
mainstream blogs. It might be knowledgeable blogs that
Hold on, let me reset my shit.
they're gonna have a gynocentric narrative. And so, and yeah, I know Nicole comes out of Jason Blatt's group. And so the thing about it is, like, April is not represent. First of all, April is gamed up a lot more than most of these chicks, which is what April was really telling these chicks. She said, "You bitches can't make a plate because you all don't. Y'all think y'all supposed to get this shit like magic. Y'all got to do something. Y'all got to run game to get some return on investment on game that you running." You know, and that's what she was really lambasting these folks. And then as far as her talk about working with the men, that's not the first time April has tried to work with men. She sees there's a market now in it, and the market's bigger, and she's trying to get on. And what I just showed you was an example of her being getting on. That operates outside the edict of the manosphere. You know, that's black
Right,
YouTube at that
right,
point.
right. Again, when what she said about black men, when she was saying that about black men, that was moving outside of the manosphere as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Every bitch can't do that. So again, your argument is you want to take what you essentially want to do
No,
is take
I'm
a
not saying every woman can do that. I'm just saying this case with her. No, I'm just saying with her. I'm not saying that this is
okay, I get
every
that.
situation.
But who is saying other than Ian, who of content creator note is saying that April's washed because of this in our space?
Nobody. That's my point.
Okay, then. I mean, so again, like, what are we talking about here then? Like, because this is not. I get what you're saying. I'm just saying this is not news. April's power comes primarily from Facebook, which we're on YouTube. We can't go to so. I told you, April is an internet marketer.
Hey, listen. The recent thing that happened was right was that she was saying that I guess she was saying something about men or a byproduct or something like that.
Yes, she said that on the lead attorney.
Right, but I'm saying like she had a whole situation before this. You see what I'm saying?
I've known April for 7 years. I know a lot more of a track record than a lot of y'all do. You know,
Yeah. So
and April's got a whole history before that I don't.
okay, okay. This is what I'm saying. The calling out and stuff was last month or so. Whenever she said she was going to start gearing her stuff toward, she was done dealing with women. She was going to start dealing with men.
Okay. So what are we talking about? I'm trying to wait for this shoe to drop. Are you asking what's the point? Just don't do it.
Damn, bro.
No,
Why
you're not.
you muting me like that, bro? What I'm saying is,
I didn't mute you.
oh, if she's leaving the females and the men have
She's not
seen
leaving
who
the
she
female.
is,
That's number one. That's a lie. But go ahead. No, not that
okay.
you're lying. She's lying. Number one,
Oh.
even in that post, she said she still have her courses available to purchase, which means somewhat it's going to be serviced. So
Yeah,
that's a
well,
lie.
she's not leaving the female. You
Yeah,
see, you
so
read that
that's a
whole
lie.
no. That's bullshit. She's
Just a
not.
lot. Now she may focus on another market. She made her courses. There's really nothing else to make. So there's another growth market. And like I said, she don't have to sell courses to men. She can just be in these events like these. Like think this is what's most likely going to happen. She's going to position herself so like when the roommates, Derrick Jackson, when they want to, when some of these the roommates are a little bit more in position to kind of play the we shit, which is why they've always played kind of in between Kevin and Derrick. So they can be on Derrick can't really pivot to the we. The roommates kind of could. And then you'll have panels and groups and shit, local cities where they selling shit local because a lot of people, everybody ain't online like that. And the shit she said ain't gonna impact people in that same way. It's just not. Because there is even though we always like to say online is not online and offline are two separate zones. And although one can affect the other, depending on how you're positioned, and again, I keep telling y'all this. April's an internet marketer. April knows what she's doing.
So let me ask you this. You didn't. I've been trying to ask this for about 10 minutes. What do you? So you don't think that the Wanda Smith situation with V103? You don't think that can happen to her?
I don't know what you're talking about. You talk about something in Atlanta?
Wanda Smith got kicked off V103 because she went at the comedian. What's the short comedian with the
Lil Duval?
perm? No, he got the perm.
The pimp dude.
Yeah, Cat Williams.
Cat Williams. Yeah, she got kicked off the radio going at him.
Okay,
right?
what is that? That is completely different scale of what we're talking about. I mean, that's Cat Williams. You're talking about something a bitch said on the internet. Not on the radio, on the internet. Remember, internet is a little bit. Radio is a little bit more locally impactful, and that was a celebrity. You're talking about what she said wasn't even really directed at anybody. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like that's not correct either. Like I'm not like that's not correct either. Like I'm under no.
What I'm saying is this is like I recently heard something about the Melanie King chick saying that she wasn't a part of the manosphere. And
I told you all about that to coming in here with that hoes are winning bullshit. Up late night talking about women. How hoes ain't winning. So it's like, I'm tired of niggas trying to regulate what the fuck can be said. That's stupid.
I'm not.
No,
I can't see the chat.
This ain't got nothing to do with you. I didn't say this on.
No, I can't see the chat.
No, I know you can't see the chat. That's why I just blocked the dude for 5 minutes to give him put him in timeout.
No.
And he probably didn't hear me say that. He's probably a new person. That's a subscriber I'm not gonna get. Whatever.
No, what I'm saying is I looked at that Melanie King chick.
I mentioned that she said that black men deserve their own space, and I'm not in the manosphere. I make content for women. I think that's bullshit. Too.
Right, but that's what I'm saying with what's her face.
And I think, and by the way, I think she's kind of sincere with that. But at the end of the day, you don't go to O'Shea Du Jackson because you only talk to women. But
man, don't come on, fam. See, that's what I'm
who's
saying.
Melanie?
But the thing about it is,
Melanie. Don't go.
Well, I'm just saying with Melanie. I mean, most O'Shea's audience is men. So I mean, yeah. But what I will say about Melanie too is she had 262,000 subscribers on another channel. So I thought that she was catching, but she's got an audience that she can pull from. It's just because even Love Dorsey channel got some. I think Instagram deleted the shit. I guess they got tired of the drag shit or something. But they deleted her shit. I was like, damn.
She got deleted?
Yeah, because I can't find it. I know she didn't delete it.
Wow.
Because she been posting stuff on TikTok more, but I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, but I think you're gonna start seeing a lot of that. They don't. We're not part of the manosphere.
Yeah. Because they're not going to lose anything. The niggas that's going to listen to them is still going to listen to them, whether they're in their space or not. That them being in the manosphere has never been a prerequisite for them to be listened to.
So is Melanie part of the manosphere or not?
No. I mean, I don't. Why does that even need to be asked? Again, y'all, like the thing about it is, folks. See, now everybody talking about black men is in the manosphere somehow. Like it's kind of like, why do we even need to explain that? Like y'all act like there are no channels outside the black manosphere to talk to. I'm talking about black men. They talk about black male content. I mean,
yeah, but okay. So would you not consider this like the nucleus of it?
No.
Okay.
I never did. The Black Manosphere has always been its own little pocket dimension. Like, yeah, we can influence some things, but people have an overinflation of how big the manosphere is. Like black YouTube, black male YouTube. I'm not talking about sports. I'm not talking about the hair shit. I'm just talking about in the shit that we talk about is so much bigger than what we do. Like I found like 150 channels so far. Now, granted, that a lot of that stuff is post Kevin Samuels, but I'm pretty sure I can find 1,000 channels. So I was looking at people I potentially collab with, and those channels have certain prerequisites, like they need to be kind of similar to my size, maybe a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller. I'm not talking about like big channels. I'm talking about channels that fit certain like things, and that's not the only one. I'm not really gonna talk to somebody. All they do is upload other people's content, like on Instagram and shit, on some world star hip hop shit. And I've already found 150, and I'm pretty sure I can find 500-600. So our stuff is a lot, and those audiences are not our audience. Those audiences are different folks coming to it in different ways. So people have this under belief about what this shit is. It's like, no, like the shit is expanded a lot more than what it's been. And we've always been a small pocket dimension. This is why I've never been on the we're going to change the world bullshit that some people are on. Like even in the older generations, they're on that. Like Big J Triple X is still yelling that bullshit and trying to hold some of us accountable to some shit that
Well,
nobody never said.
okay, so it's this angle right here where it's like, if you look at Jason Black shit, you could just tell, like, bro, we know where you got that from. You know what I'm saying? We see
Yeah,
where the
Jason Black Jason Black's been goes all the way back to Tommy Sotomayor. He was on Tommy Sotomayor's joint, so he goes back
what
earlier.
I'm saying is you could definitely tell that, especially the business channel that he running is running parallel to the conversations
Yeah,
that's happening over here.
which is why he talks so much shit about what we do. But the business channel is a spinoff of his after hours thing he did on his other channel. So
Yeah,
he's
but
been doing that.
what I'm saying is that even though this space is small, you got bigger people running their content parallel to what we doing over
Yeah,
here.
but Jason Black doesn't really count because Jason Black, he can say what he wants to, but Jason Black is in a cocktail of these channels. He may not, just like how certain people fuck with Angry Man and don't fuck with O'Shea, but they're still considered quote unquote indie black manosphere. He may not claim that, but the reality is Jason Black is one of those adjacent channels that there's certain certain
Yeah, but
channels that
it's
are like
on purpose
adjacent.
because he's watching and he's listening. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get all of that, but I will, but I'm, but and he tries to act like we pull everything from him, which is a lie. But at the same time, Jason has his own stuff. I get what you're saying, but my thing about it is nobody never sold this place space is to
April Mason is doing the same thing. She's gonna do. I think she's gonna start
like
doing the
you
same thing.
saying certain things like this is significant. That's and the reason that's why I'm because dudes are sitting here coming in here talking about hoes are winning like the shit is like some new shit. There is nothing being that you're saying that
Wait, what do
I
you?
have not told
Wait, what?
you got dudes going all over the space, not you, Ramil, whatever. And niggas are saying hoes are winning like that's the first time that shit has ever been heard. And what I have been saying is you dumb niggas are interpreting certain shit wrong. It's like your people are sitting here like they're yelling this shit as if it's the first time somebody's ever like. So when you keep on repeating that that's what April Mason has been doing that for 7 years. What you're saying, she did on Facebook when Facebook video was new. She has a strong male audience already. April Mason was about to start selling conferences to men like
Right,
5 years
but
ago.
but
So
listen,
you
this
telling me like it's not significant what you saying. That's all I'm saying. Go
okay. So
ahead.
okay, what you just said even makes my point even more.
I'm not even understanding what your
She
point is.
never She never lost support of men, even when she was throwing men under the bus.
Who said she was gonna lose support from men? Who insinuated that? Because for it to be an argument, there has to be two opposing sides.
Okay, so when you say she's going to take another route, she's going to uh start focusing her, because again, I've seen all this shit
April didn't sell. When I say
last
take
month.
another
I
route,
gotta go pull up. I gotta go pull up all the live streams last month when people was running
you
around.
can pull up all the live streams, but you can pull up
No,
all
no,
the
no, no,
live.
no, no. Everybody was excited. They was talking about, Eve, look, April Mason quit dealing with women, blah blah blah. Nobody was talking about her track record. Now today we're talking about her track record.
I'm talking because number one, your objective is always to say that the manosphere is full of shit. My thing
No,
is
that's
no,
not.
hold
No.
on, because
Oh my God.
I just pulled up some shit where O'Shea was talking about how she lied 2 years ago. I'm not about
I
to sit here.
understand that.
Okay, but I'm not about
You
to
can.
sit. Hold on.
You,
I want to be very fucking clear here. Our job is not to baby motherfuckers.
yo,
People got YouTube.
why you turn this into a?
Hold on. People got YouTube. People can do their research. I'm not a. I get when people talk about what they were talking about as far as what she said. That is not just for her. They are saying what she said in that post is representative of number one, the market slightly shifting, and number because you got to remember, a lot of us come from the fact where you can just say this shit is hate speech, the end, and get channels deleted. Channels are not being deleted now like they used to be. Like they're not. They're not in the same numbers. Like y'all,
Okay.
some of y'all have no idea how much. So what they were saying, it really had nothing to do with absolving April. It had everything to do with saying, yeah, that is another one of these chicks that are just like them, basically saying these women are gameless. And these women, that's it. You're reading more into that than what that was already saying. You're talking about what,
No,
because
I'm not.
her track record is irrelevant to what she said. That's the point.
Edward, she literally just came out and said there will be no fucking apology for that shit.
Yes, her dad has nothing to do with what she said in that post, though. You're saying, so what are you saying? It doesn't matter what she said in that post? It doesn't count? So what she said about black women just don't count because of her track record?
I'm telling you that she's still going to go forward with this whole I'm going to focus towards men. Again, exactly like you said, she's an internet marketer. She knows where the bread is
Okay,
at.
what does that mean? What is your conclusion to that? Because it sounds like you keep telling me 1 + 1 is 2, and I'm getting frustrated because it's like you keep telling me the
It's nothing
same
to be
thing.
frustrated about.
So what is dude? Why are you saying something that everybody already knows? What
Right.
is your conclusion to this?
My conclusion is that even what I'm saying right now with the lead attorney, Kevin, and everybody, it's like it's some new shit. That's what I came up here to say.
What is some new shit? That's
Oh
nobody
my God.
insinuate. I didn't insinuate that. Who insinuated that?
Oh
Other
my
than
God.
Ian. Ian is the only one really on here talking about she gonna have to do all this shit. And I've been
I
shutting
I
that
don't know
down.
who you talking about. Who is
The
Ian?
dude on the right of me. Talking about April's gonna have to jump through all these hoops and do all that. I said, no, she won't. So again,
Right. No. That's what I heard. That's what I came up here to say is that no, she's not. Like,
and I shut that down.
right.
Okay.
So that's what I came up here to
That
say.
was me. That was me. That
Now,
wasn't
to be
Right.
everybody.
fair, Ian's talking about from a local standpoint, which may have some things to it, but I said even that'll come and go. Because April's
Right.
positioned a different type of way, anyway. But my point is, the reality is what people are essentially saying is dudes are simps. The manosphere's job is not to take, look, let's be clear. The manosphere's job is not to take the majority of black men and turn black men into something that they already are. Like that's never what we said. If anything, we said we was gonna deal with the dude that men that had leverage, either had money, game, sexual currency, whatever, and then tell them to do what's in their own best interest. But our job was never to take the man. We already know that a lot of the gynocracy is propped up by most men. I've been saying that. I've been saying that for a long time.
I
So
got you. I was listening to I listened to that guy you you told me you don't like. Yo, I, this guy is weird, bro. Olawa Africa.
yes,
He did an interview with Obsidian,
okay.
and he asked Obsidian
He did an
about
interview with Dr. Tiasan as well.
he
Apparently,
asked Obsidian. He said, are you worried about the Manosphere message being Kevin Samuels, and then the next 5 are women?
Huh?
And
He would like that.
right. So, like, if the women create a bigger manosphere with the talking points, like I never even thought about that shit like that.
So let me say this right now. Here's the thing, and I said this earlier in my other stream. In fuckery I trust. The
No,
reality
no,
is,
no. I'm dead serious.
this idea that women. Let's be clear here. The manosphere exists because of the environment. These women, no matter how much they talk on social media, cannot change the environment, and they cannot change who they are. So if niggas decide, let's say like niggas, like we're planet Earth, and then women become Jupiter, which is almost 100 times bigger than Earth. Guess the fuck what? How's that different than the mainstream? If dudes are out here, let's say that, and let's say the
I
manosphere
don't
does it.
think you get.
Hold on. Let's say that happens. Let's say the manosphere is gone, the end is destroyed, and it's just
No,
them.
no, nobody's saying
Men are
that.
just
You
no.
see,
Hold on. I'm saying it because we're gonna go all the way to the conclusion of what's being said. Let's
no,
say,
because
hold on.
the
Hold on. I want to get this out. Let's say that all these women they start blowing up, and you don't know who these niggas are. Only you type
Edward,
in manosphere content, and it's just
Edward.
women. That doesn't change. These dudes are just gonna get fucked.
No, no, Ed, I get what you're saying, but you're not understanding what I'm saying. Because see, they already running with the we're not part of the manosphere, but we blowing up. If you get 5 or 6 of them, you see what I'm saying? That's
No,
what I'm
my
saying.
point is you keep on purposely creating these like through lines that are
I
going
didn't
nowhere.
create. I didn't
What if
purposely
this? What
create
if
that.
that?
That's
And
what's
then
happening.
nigga, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because women already dominate the mainstream. Women dominate the mainstream. They dominate the radio. They dominate the mainstream social media.
So you saying
What
that
are
it's
you
bound to
talking
happen?
about? No, what I'm saying is if that happens because that's what them dudes. Those dudes are not red pill, are not aware anyway. They
I totally understand that. I under.
So you make it like it's this, and you make it seem like it's this fucking like the Thanos snap. That ain't gonna change nothing. It ain't because the thing is, these like dudes, the way these Z's are
You're
coming,
literally making my point. I understand what you're
it
saying.
doesn't matter. I'm telling you, it's irrelevant. It's been irrelevant. And what you're doing is saying, I'm making your point. You're not really saying anything. It
Edward,
doesn't change anything.
these women aren't asked if they're part of the manosphere for no reason.
They're being asked if they're part of a manosphere because they're talking about, some of them are talking about male content when they were not doing that before. It
And
doesn't
using
matter.
and using the talking points, the
Just
same
like how
talking
Derek
points.
Jackson has a majority female audience. Kevin has 400,000 women that listen to him. Like you got the roommates. Women can pull from both groups. Six got them niggas are looking at them because of how they look. You make it like it's this overarching threat. Blue
Bro,
pill
no, I'm
niggas,
not. Yo,
blue pill
why
niggas,
you projecting that shit
blue
onto me? That's
pill
not what I'm
niggas,
doing.
blue pill niggas are going to listen to bitches. The end. That's it.
Right. I get that. But listen, if it's blue pill content, then they don't even have to distinguish who they're targeting.
They don't know what the fuck they're talking about, though. The problem is you have a whole bunch of new people that have come on to YouTube because of COVID and engaging with this content as if it's 2005. That's really what that is. So the reality of the situation is their first instinct is going to be look for a bitch to tell them it's going to be okay. That's understandable. But at the end of the day, once these niggas start realize they getting lied to, and some of them won't. Some of them will never get it. Some of them, their destiny is to be eaten. That's their destiny. And we've always said this space is small. See, the thing about it is you're trying to talk. I'm going to keep it all the way 100. Y'all have this thing where y'all think like men are supposed, like you're in a gynocracy. I don't think what people don't understand about that shit. Nigga, you're never going to have that kind of influence. Ever, ever, ever. Nobody never said you was. Who is out here saying that black men are going to take over the black community? I need to know that so I can go have a conversation with them about how fucking stupid
wait.
they are.
Oh, okay.
Black men are irrevocably hopeless when it comes to that bitch. You got dudes, women are killing these motherfuckers' children talking about they're a good mom. I got that on record. The manosphere is always going to be on some minority shit. You are talking about like 5% of men. That's why we always lean to an individual solution. The reason we talk about the macro shit is to let you know what the general environment you're in and how serious it is. That is it. But this idea that the manosphere is losing influence or the manosphere is like all this like that shit, because what you're doing is you're putting dudes and you're really freezing dudes mentally, in my opinion. You really are. Because niggas don't
No,
never
I'm
have
not,
the
man.
that's it. Because they can't say only the noun and the verb it holds is winning is what I'm hearing. A noun and a verb and holds is winning. Because when I ask them any detail about that, the only thing they can do is repeat it. Holds are that we need to make that a flag. Holds is winning. Like at the end of the day, man, I've always said this. There is no one size fits all solution for you niggas. If you niggas are looking for Zion, it don't fucking exist. You niggas are gonna have to create their own, use the cocktail or the cocktail of options that they have in order to create an outcome that they want to create. The end. That's it. There is no, well, we're going to pull together and everything's going to change. I have never sold that, me personally. And when Obsidian, I'm one of the main ones that go,
Well,
that's why he
I
tries to
I
fuck
don't know.
me up
You
sometimes.
Hey, you went way far away from the
No, you're
conversation,
not.
bro.
Because the thing about it is you're keeping everything too much open-ended. Like you need to start putting some periods and put some closure.
I literally brought up instances where other people were talking about other points that were made by other people. It's not me. What are you saying?
Okay, my point is, what is your overall point? You keep saying it's like saying Michael Jordan scored 30 points. Okay, did he win the game? Michael Jordan scored 30 points. I'm not getting to like where your point is with this.
I
That's
came up. I came up because I heard. I guess it was Buddy
Yeah,
saying that April Mason is gonna have a hard time.
yeah, I said that.
yeah, and I've been shutting that shit down.
Well, yeah, that was it. I just came up here to, you know what I'm saying?
He's really agreeing with you, Ed, and more than anything else.
No, I understand, yeah, but then it's like, what does it mean after that? Because that's where I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop, and it's like at the end of the day, you
What
know,
the other shooter drop was that the conversations that are going on now, like, should have already been happening.
Mm,
well,
mm.
everybody, you got a lot of motherfuckers. They don't know her track record. So I mean, O'Shea has spoken on it, going back to at least the shit she said with the kidnapping thing. David Carroll is spoken about it when the kidnapping thing happened. Every time he's on April, so it depends on who you listening to. What you essentially saying is it's a lot of motherfuckers shouldn't be listening to. Because they don't know the context. That's a fair point. But the reality of the situation is, I've been going over April Mason's track record, but I'm not going to do that every video. Sometimes I focus on what it is, and this is part of why I want to reorganize my channel. So at that point, I can say, let me link this video to the end card that's of mine going over her track record. So I can do stuff like that rather than everything getting lost in the spirit of just a live stream. And I don't have these things pulled together where I can sit there and say, here's the videos I did on April. They're 8 minutes, 15 minutes. You want to get the game on what she is, what she come from, what she's about. Here's a video specifically for this. So my channel does do a disservice by not being able to do that. And that's why I'm reorganizing my channel. But the reality of the situation is they don't care. The truth is, most April has an audience of a lot of church niggas, a lot of niggas that they want to see her for her titties. I mean, we know how black men are. We know how black men are.
I, I think
So
I think it go past that too, because again, she got a lot of cool points for, you know what I'm saying, for what she said about women last month.
she got cool points because people agree with the talking point. Just like how people
Right.
agree, people agree with Kendra's talking point. That didn't stop folks from blocking Kendra from trying to do that bullshit email list she tried to do with Father Time. I mean,
Yo, chill, Ed.
and,
Yo,
Kendra
chill.
no, and I fuck with Kendra. I share Kendra shit. You know, that don't keep me from when Grinch say she a gynocrat, me not saying, well, damn, this is coming from this nigga. No, people, yeah, like you the one making it seem like people are embracing April and oh my God, that's
That's
not
what
what
happened
happened.
last month,
No,
Eric.
that's not what happened last month.
All right.
We agree. Nobody said April is going to the fucking cigar lounge. We said that we agree with the talking points and look at April, and April is one of them
Man,
saying that.
nobody should have gave a fuck about what that bitch said last month.
Well, that's your opinion, but the reality is people got different priorities. Some people highlight that because April is a dating coach. It's significant to just like how when Obsidian used to do videos talking about the Ebony magazine chicks with matchmakers. These women say that the shit we saying, just like April just said, oh, y'all gossiping, y'all just mad. Well, you got bitches that are you saying the same shit. Now what? They actually make money selling to y'all. Now what? That's all that is. It's about putting this shit on the record. It's not about sitting there embracing her, blowing her up, anything like that. Just like now, she's mad. She talk about, oh, y'all gossiping about. No, it's about setting the record straight. But the reality is, this like
Y'all just seen that. I was skipping through this live stream. I didn't know she had made a big post towards
yeah,
the lead attorney.
Yeah, she did that recently. That's recent. That's 10 hours ago. And she got mad. And the lead attorney didn't. And that was another example. The motherfuckers that are mad that like people don't get cussed out. That she got mad that because I'm like, yo. So let's say this. She came on the lead attorney because she thought he was safe. Do you agree or not?
Yo,
I mean, for real. She thought
Nah,
the lead attorney was one of these niggas. I mean, he's in Atlanta, he's local. You know, he has the quote unquote look. You know, he's coming up on this social media game. She thought that he was safe. You can see how she came up on there. Like, I mean, it's a lot of people. I ain't gonna say it's a lot of people that talk about April, but she thought she was in a safe zone. She thought he told some roommate shit. She didn't know who she was fucking with. And the lead attorney didn't even say nothing. And even after the fact, he had his comments on some things, but the lead attorney basically let other people talk for the most part, like after the fact. And then Kevin decided to come on there. That wasn't a setup, that just happened. And then he's gonna have Kevin on, and Kevin
no, no,
very problematic.
I get that. I get that, boy.
Lead attorney did the same thing with Glendon.
Yeah, but lead attorney gonna be he gonna be safe. It's just
Well,
certain
that's why
platforms.
no, I mean, yeah, he didn't cuss her out, but you
Yeah,
clearly see she's mad. That's what she added the lead attorney and Kevin, and she used term weak and all that because she said in the end, oh, well, if you wanted me to explain myself, I was getting the tire fixed and da 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 da. You know, I could have did that because the beginning of the thing he said you could have explained yourself, but that don't mean the lead attorney ain't gonna make this content. That don't mean the lead attorney ain't gonna make a video going over a couple of things she said. Just like how now she talking about she ain't a Christian, and but I was wrong for saying that that dark femininity is that witchcraft bullshit. But people said I
yeah.
was wrong for
The
saying that.
witch bitch shit is getting out of hand.
Yeah, she said I'm not she, but people saying I'm full of shit and I'm reaching. I'm like, no, the fuck I'm not. And now everybody now she said herself she ain't a Christian, even though that's kind of bullshit too, because a lot of her audience is Christian minded. She's in that. Just like Rebecca. She may not be as in it as Rebecca Lynn Pope, but in
Well, yeah,
Atlanta
and
that
see,
shit swirls.
that would have been her best bet if she was gonna be pushing marriage, is to at least hang on to the religious piece.
Well, and that's why I'm saying like what you saying don't make you saying everything and nothing, and you won't really put it together if you don't understand the narrative aspect of it. And there is the church, and there is the religious part, and there is the prosperity gospel. And that's what a lot of people are not understanding. There's that prosperity gospel in Atlanta is a seat at that with Creflo Dollar, all that bullshit. Eddie Long, that all that bullshit. What's that other motherfucker that stay cheating on that light skinned bitch that she finally left? You did O'Shea be talking about? You know what I'm talking like that? Like you between that stripper shit, network marketing, rapper shit, the social media influencer shit, the weave shit. Man, if you would make a nigga version of GTA, it'd be in Atlanta. Like I like there's a lot of internet marketers down there. I know a lot of different. Shout out to Sub-Zero3639. I know a lot of different stuff to swirl around that Atlanta, Georgia area. There's no, I mean, you got so many different motherfuckers in that bitch. Like even on YouTube, that should tell you something. It's the fuck. And like as far as I'm concerned, if you're from Atlanta, you're not wife material. The end. I don't give a fuck. Like
Hey
that's where
Ed,
I am.
hey Ed, which content creator wouldn't have April Mason on in the manosphere? Which content creator wouldn't allow her onto her platform
But you said, well,
right
in
now.
the manosphere and onto a platform are two completely different things. I mean, the bigger guys would. I mean, I would argue Angry Man probably wouldn't talk to April. But the thing about it is, if April actually wanted to have a conversation with somebody, the question is not if they would have her on their platform. The question is, are they gonna bitch up? Are they
Uh-oh.
gonna, and even still, like, are they, like, for instance, let's say O'Shea. O'Shea's done videos making certain points about April. Let's say April wanted to come onto O'Shea's platform and talk about the cousin situation. O'Shea would let her talk, but the question is, would O'Shea not ask her certain questions? Because and O'Shea gives puff pieces, but O'Shea will still throw out there saying this is what's being said to see how they deal with it. Now, will he follow it up? No. But then again, the lead attorney
I,
did it. And look at how that turned out.
I don't think O'Shea will have her on.
Well, what I'm saying, I disagree. O'Shea had Paris on. I mean, why not? I mean,
Oh,
because different people have different priorities. It's not about, like, sometimes it's about getting the interview. Just like, hell, MSNBC will interview a lot of conservatives. But you see when Rachel Maddow bullshit be having that pen ready to try to go rage and feminist on somebody versus when it's a puff piece. Same thing with Fox. Fox will have a lot of people on there, but it's a difference. So some of it is just about driving the views. Some of it is about having a conversation so we can get somebody on record. It's not about like people having on is not a statement in and of itself. And that's just me.
Somebody said Black Ram. Y'all tripping, man.
But man, Black Ram, look, if you've listened to Black Ram go over some of these videos, these music videos, Black Ram keeps it 100. Shout out to Knights Templar. A lot of y'all don't know about him. But I mean, at the end of the day, she's a person. I mean, but our audiences aren't her audience. I don't even want the niggas that really will, because a lot of these motherfuckers, it's like it's like they see too much of what they want their mama to be in her. Like, I can see why. That's why when she want to play the weak males versus men, I'm like, that shit depends on your attitude. The niggas y'all fucking are weak men, and then y'all will turn around and then say weak males, and then y'all will turn around. Like, a perfect example.
Yeah, that's some corny. I caught that part of the live stream when you was talking about that. That's yeah. That
Yeah, because it's like,
that's what bitches do. Please stop saying female.
yeah, because it's like, okay, you are saying that these dudes are not in position for you to express your femininity, which is code, which is Cynthia G speak for I can't rest in my femininity. So that's black bitch talk. But they are even in that position anyways because you giving them sexual access. Now, you can fuck whoever you want to fuck, but don't be fucking these dudes and then saying that they don't allow you to express your femininity because they've already passed the prerequisites for you to give up sex. Like, women will tell dudes, like, that's one thing they say. I'm not sexually attracted to a nigga I don't feel protected by. Keyword is feel. So it's a perception. So the reality is, if you're having sex with these guys, I can already make a certain amount of conclusion. If the guy ain't tricking and he getting the pussy off the strength of who he is, right? Then I can make conclusions how you feel about that dude just off the fact that you've had sex with him, or if you'll have sex with him multiple times, or if you kind of claim him on a sexual basis. So you don't then get to turn around and say, well, these dudes didn't rise to the level of economics I wanted to feel like I need the rest, because you don't need the rest because you already want to be a boss bitch. So you don't get to see, you want to artificially choose when you want to call somebody a male versus a man. See, they were men. Men are down for you, but where are these men down for you when you were talking about your cousin? Where's your own family? Where's your own men in your family? Like, what are you talking about? Because she not only admonished black men, she went and ran a kerosene. That's some shit I never forgot about. I still got that photo, ready to be a thumbnail. So, I
Yo,
mean, I ain't never go forget that shit, because that was a statement. And then you want to turn in, and even when she talk about, I love men, you love men like white women like black bulls. Like, you fetishize them the same way. Like, even when Courtney did that bullshit on Pablo shit. Well, I love how they look and that sounds like a bitch that just want to fuck. What are you talking about? But you got something to
well,
say about these motherfuckers going overseas anyway.
I expect a lot more stripper pole in my bedroom conversations
Fucking
mix,
46 years old.
mixed with Black Manosphere talking points. and that's why I'm sitting back. I'm sitting back to see how this play out.
Well, a
So
lot of
Ty
these,
Because
City is Coach Greg Adams part of the Manosphere or not?
he's in a greater manosphere. He's not in a black manosphere.
Okay.
I would say yeah, but
Coach Greg Adams don't give a fuck.
yeah, he
He like
don't.
that's an old bitch the end. Like on April. Like he like, yeah, she got some titties, but I mean, I can get the bitch like
Cause I know,
33.
cause I know y'all did some response videos to him. So I was
I mean, the only knock Coach Greg Adams gets is he bites off people, and big creators
no, I
say
was
that.
saying I said
Yeah,
the
I
logic
wasn't.
shit. So
And you know what? I heard about it, but I never really. I think a lot of that stuff went down before I even got here.
Yeah, because O'Shea used to get real mad about that shit.
Yeah, so when I start seeing that, people will actually be in my chat rooms just saying that shit, but I'm unfamiliar with that.
No, I don't listen to Coach Greg Adams like that. So either. I mean, I know he's. I mean, like I said, at a certain extent, I like black men to be successful. So and even if black men are in the white manosphere, I mean, to me, I think that's a good thing. Because you got some folks over there that has a presence. Shout out to Darius McTowell and stuff like that. But yeah, you talk about stripper pole at 46. I mean, this is, like I told you, the rise of the Tokyo Tony grandmothers. And say what you want to about females. Look, man, I'm not gonna not use Pink Book shit because Pink Book be going to come in at these motherfuckers' heads, and I'm gonna use what's there. Pink Book be trying to take these bitches' heads off. I'm not saying you should. People ain't gotta be like me and share shit. But like, just like how mediocre in them, they be getting people gonna get views off these reaction channels, and it is what it is. Because it's not just about the views, it's about the influence. See, what I'm hearing a lot of folks talking about is the influence is not where it should be. And this is why I tell dudes, if y'all want the bravado back, I'm talking about the audience, y'all need to tell these bitches to go date out and go leave. Tell them that, like, we're not even gonna have these fucking elongated conversations with y'all where we know what the fuck it is, but y'all wanna act like y'all can't count and read and write. Okay, then you go sell that shit to
Yeah,
a white dude.
yeah, that's my angle. Is that I think I truly believe that most women are just gaslighting off rip, fam.
Yeah, I believe that too. I believe now some of these audience, the difference is some of these audience members need to hear it because they're dumb, so they got to hear these women gaslight in real time. I even got to see. I even had a little thing for her. This is a little bit too flattering. I should have changed it. I should have did it where like this is her and then this is like some chameleon shit. But whatever. But at the end of the day, a lot of these dudes do be out here believing it, which means you got to see them gaslight and then see them switch up. A lot of dudes, it's healthy for them to see that. It's healthy for them to see her say what she said, and then as soon as she get mad, how quick she is to switch up, because it lets you know. Some dudes got to see that in real time. They got to see that, and some dudes got to see it over and over and over again. So it is. Some niggas will never learn, but yeah.
So yeah, I think the lead attorney need to piss more of these hoes off.
Well, the lead attorney has been doing that. I mean, Tasha K tried to take his ass out. Tasha K literally
Oh,
went.
you know,
Tasha K, did
I
you
forgot
see?
about that
Did
shit.
you see that video? She was like, if the lead attorney, bald head dude, if he was like Mace Windu, he took that lightsaber and put that electricity right, and she transformed in the city is right there. That chick was sweating. That chick was in a corner. That chick looked like fucking not Precious. What's that show? Precious, that movie. She looked like that. Like she was. I mean, and she couldn't say nothing. Can't say the nigga short. Can't say the nigga ain't got no career. Can't say the nigga. And what did she say, Ty City? Oh, you on YouTube gossiping. That's a go-to they get. I'm like, you're projecting. And I'm like, Tasha, I appreciate what you did with Derek. I don't give a fuck about Brother Polite. You did what you did with, because Kevin was already gonna pass her. So, but she got mad, and it's like, yo, you did that. Ain't nobody tell you to keep on running your mouth about Cardi B like that. Like, Cardi B told you to shut the fuck up. You didn't want to. You act like she ain't got no lawyer money, ain't no influence. You wanted to get views. I mean, it is what it is, and she taxed you, and she said she didn't have the shit. And she calculated and she lost. That's the end. Man, damn, Derek Jackson, boy, these hoes. This thing only got 5 days and only got 5.4 thousand subscribers. views. But that nigga's still on Facebook, YouTube,
No,
Instagram.
I gotta, yo, somebody, I can't remember where I seen it. Somebody posted something about him asking women why they going to bed
Yeah,
alone or
cause
some
he
shit.
mad, cause he mad they ain't buying his course, cause now they starting to quit. They were, yeah, wow. Fresh and Fit is 5 away from 500K. Good milestone. But yeah, because they ain't buying his shit no more. And that's the same reason why April talking shit. Them sales ain't there. And then, but it's a game. It's a game to a lot of these women. And that's why, like, y'all too old to be playing. Like, shout out to Courtney, but it's like, you 38, thinking like, yeah, these dudes gonna get on social media, make you feel good, and maybe you gotta do and get some little paper. But the reality is, y'all not helping women as a whole. Y'all are not.
Yo, the more you say internet marketer, fam, that's when I realized, like, I see the economy of the talking points.
Oh hell yeah! I mean, and I
Nah,
know
the
that
shit economy.
because that's what happened in the golden era of the dating game, like between 2000 and like 2099. Really, it was 299 at its earliest, but let's say 2001 and 2007, they burnt the market out. Like, it's dudes like a dude by the name of David D'Angelo. His real name was Evan Pagan. There's a lot of these dudes. Now, ARC is legit. Tariq is a marketer, but Tariq was legit in that space too. But a lot of these dudes were internet marketers, and they dealt with it in a niche, and they burnt the niche out. And then that's where MGTOW really got born out of. And a lot of them motherfuckers converted into MGTOW.
That's what I meant to ask you, man.
Ah.
Give me the rundown of the Black Manosphere rejecting MGTOW.
And by the way, this extra, I'm gonna say this, and we're gonna start to wrap it up. This extra, these extra hours are brought to you by Pensive with the $100 Cash App, so y'all can thank him because I was, this 5 right now. So what you said? Hold on, let me read his super chat. Xantos Clutch writes, Edward done took it from paid programming hours to morning news hours. Luckily for him, paid program runs longer into the sunrise hours on weekends. Absolutely, don't say I ain't been giving y'all no content. Niggas always say, "Do I sleep?" Like, hey, y'all, I just work hard. Who is the title referring to? The title was referring to April Mason. Um, and you said give the rundown between
Well,
MGTOW.
I wasn't.
You
I
said
heard you
give the
say it.
rundown between me saying black people rejected MGTOW.
Well, I think you said the Black Manosphere rejected
Yes,
MGTOW. I
absolutely,
wasn't. I wasn't here when all that went down.
absolutely. I understand that.
You brought it up briefly in a live
Yes.
stream.
Yes. So number one, I'll answer it, but Zero could definitely give you a really good because Zero, yeah. But so if you want to go deeper, do you fuck with Zero? I don't keep up with who y'all niggas
Yeah,
fuck with.
yeah, yeah. I asked him, but I
I
remember.
know, I said it, so I'm gonna tell you, but I'm telling you, if you want a real deep, like you want to make a video out of it, trust me, because Zero is very passionate about this. Because he be like, he's basically on some hoes are winning because you dumbass niggas basically rejected the solutions when they were offered. And because y'all on some I can't handle race bullshit. Because Zero's opinion is there shouldn't even be a black manosphere like that. We should just combine our forces with the white boys. And me and
Yeah,
Zero kind of
I don't
butt.
believe that.
Well,
I don't.
and we butt heads over that. Because
Yeah.
for different reasons, but whatever. Let me answer your
Well,
question.
I just touched on that because um Donovan Sharp says no such thing as the Black Manosphere, bro. I was
Of
like, bro,
course
you
he's gonna
tripping.
say that. He don't like O'Shea. Of course he's gonna
Yeah,
say
but
that.
I mean, just maybe 9 months ago, he was saying he was going to come back and save the Black Manosphere, but now it don't exist.
Yeah. I mean,
I
again,
think
That's
him and
weird.
T.A. I think
look,
him
look.
and Lead had a falling out
Look.
too.
I fuck with Donovan. He's better than me on this platform. But I mean, you could look at the videos he's been putting out and then read. Um,
I think
Donovan,
him and Lead had a falling out.
Donovan had made a little bit too many enemies, and them white boys are petty. Them white boys are petty as fuck. And then when you a black dude, they don't feel like they really don't have no. They'll be petty with each other, but they don't have no holds barred on your black ass because there's no like political thing they got to consider. They don't because they're like you're pulling from our audience anyway. And him trying to do that kind of Order 66 move on that Anthony the motherfucker is running ads on his ass playing. He's making money playing his ass. That's how bad that is. And I like Donovan. I want to see Donovan win. That's why I'm like, if you could have made up with fucking Steve O'Shea, whatever. Don't even get me started on that. Anyway, let me answer your question. So basically in 2015, when this stuff with 2.0, so this is how this really went down. 1.0 came, they saw 1.0 is kind of like, the group that you hear about, but you never really see. Maybe some of them have kind of lasted here, but they kind of faded away. Not because they sucked. They were great. A lot of them moved on. A lot of them left. A lot of them moved on, and some of them came back, like SWP, Soul and Black, Thug Titian, all of them. And the women, and that's another thing. A lot of what you saying could happen already happened. It happened with Chrissy and them. Those channels blew up because a lot of the stuff was in its earlier stages. Tariq, Jason Black, Boyce Watkins, all that shit. So it's a little bit different environment. All them bitches on Facebook, Olivia Alexa, April Mason, because this is before AdSense was really a big thing. This is before Super Chats was a thing. The Cash App wasn't really a thing like that. So it wasn't a monetarily reason to come over here like that, other than try to get views to come over there on Facebook. Anyway, so in the earlier time, 2015-16 of the Manosphere, the Coliseum existed. Obsidian was much more of a fire breather, a conservative fire breather. Park Apes, all that. O'Shea was smaller. Angry Man was smaller. Like, Angry Man was probably bigger than O'Shea at the time. Or the perception was he was, because he was like everywhere. Anyway, MGTOW was brought into the Manosphere, the Black Manosphere, because this is when things were a lot more merged. So the separation between the Black Manosphere and the White Manosphere was not as poignant. So you had white folks that would still listen to BGS and listen to some people because they had channels that were over there. Here's the real issue: the MGTOW was perceived as some white shit. That's really what it was. It was perceived as some shit the white boys do, because ain't no nigga, not because black men only interpreted that as you saying to not fuck. MGTOW is to not fuck. What is that, some gay shit? What are you talking about? They never perceived it as you need to take a break from chasing a bitch and getting your shit together. Now, we tried, me, Zero, a lot of people at the time, we tried to explain it. We tried to explain it. We tried to break it down. Let me tell you how it was. It was kind of like, it wasn't as bad. It wasn't as bad, but it's kind of like what people kind of came at me for, quote unquote, defending Glenn and Cameron, where I'm explaining it, y'all hearing it, but y'all like, I know what the fuck I heard that nigga say. So the conversation that we were having, that like when you came up in BGS, like
Right.
that's the same shit with us explaining MGTOW. Except you would be on some, you need to convince me this ain't no gateway to homosexuality. And I believe it is. Like, they believed it was. And it was kind of like where we were kind of hearing each other, but more talking past each other. It was kind of like that. And it got to the point where niggas just said, fuck it. Because it got to the point where motherfuckers were saying, man, that's some fag shit. Because remember, this is back when you could say the F-bomb, because Boondocks, all that. And that's what they were doing. Man, nigga, this a fag shit. You niggas, y'all just want niggas to be gay. Y'all niggas hate women, blah, blah, blah. And niggas just getting stupid with it. Niggas was just getting dumb with it. And I said, nigga, I'm more of an Igmore. Igmore has tenets saying you fuck women, you can fuck other races of women, just don't have out of wedlock, just don't have kids by other races of women. You had SYSBM, which was newer. So I said we might as well promote that shit, because that shit is more in line with what black men already want. That gets around the sex thing. And then you had the dating coaches too, making that shit look like that was gay because it was taking money out their pocket. And that's where a lot of the earlier ARC, Obsidian, MGTOW, because Obsidian embraced MGTOW before he didn't, and that's when a lot of that earlier ARC, MGTOW's coming at him, bullshit, when him and Obsidian having them early wars where they have email exchanges, like 30 back and forth email exchanges where they writing essays back and forth. Yeah, I still got some of that shit. That shit's funny as fuck. Them niggas
I
be
remember
doing
when they
like,
used to go back and forth on
yeah, this is
DR.
back in the Google Hangout days, yo. Like, little C Boogie was relatively new, and I don't even want to discuss that bullshit going on with him apparently, because I don't like to kick a motherfucker when he's down. I don't know what the fuck that shit is. I just know what Grinch and them was saying, the Red Supreme. But I know the shit you going back and forth with him. I don't know what the fuck that is either. But anyway, that's where that comes from. They rejected that shit. Not like that shit was seen as, nigga, if you a MGTOW, you another thing they used to do is, oh, you want to fuck these sex dolls. That's what that shit is. Because some of them dumbass niggas be, yeah, man, shit, you gonna have an artificial womb, and then when these sex dolls come in, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, are you serious? And then you had to disavow yourself from that shit, because I'm like, I'm not on that bullshit. I'm like,
Well, that's just a tough sell for that.
it is.
That's a tough sell to black guys, man. Like no boy.
Exactly. And niggas would try to stand on that shit. Like, yeah, nigga, yeah, you need to get this sex doll. And then you had a
Yeah, that's
couple of
it. Yeah.
content creators where they would always come on panels and they would literally bring that shit up when that shit had nothing to do with the topic. And then,
Well, I remember when I first came to the space and they was talking about sex dolls. I got so much pushback. Yo, niggas was calling me a contrarian and shit. And
yeah,
to me, it's like that's nothing that I would like suggest. Like, you know what I'm saying?
nigga,
Like, just
I would
I thought it
suggest you.
was something that we all knew like was not going to fucking fly.
I mean, yeah, and you got nigga, you know how niggas are. Niggas double, triple, quadruple down. They don't care. They don't care. And so at the end of the day, it's like, nigga, and a lot of dudes are still MGTOW. A lot of dudes are still low key MGTOW. I mean, BGS don't count because even BGS would tell you he's 60 years old.
Man, I think MGTOW is some kind of standard now.
BGS says that dudes in their 20s and 30s should not be MGTOW. He has said that. Like he's talking about him retiring out the game like 55 and up after that. That's different. He got kids. He
Yeah,
just he
I
just rotated his priorities.
I
He said,
think that I think MGTOW. A lot of these concepts are already, you know what I'm saying, becoming goddamn standards.
well, yeah, well, because Jason Black will sit there and try to associate everybody. Like Fresh and Fit ain't on no fucking sex doll shit, but niggas will get mad and start saying these are the niggas talk about sex dolls. Or where that OLOA nigga went on Bernard Riley shit talking about y'all taking these semen filled pills. They take these concepts and they try to make it so it's
Where
everybody.
where where did that dude come from?
That dude comes from academia. Apparently, he's got a PhD in some dumb shit. But he originally showed up on Bernard Riley's channel. He put a comment in there talking about in the chat, talk about, well, y'all want to take these semen-filled pills. And then he came up there and basically got roasted because he wasn't saying.
Oh, that I thought that was just some random dude. I
No,
remember that. That happened like 5 months ago, six
yeah.
months
And
ago.
then
Some
he
shit.
ended up trying to talk. I wanted to have a conversation with him, to be fair, because I didn't know he was this much of a
Man, y'all
bitch.
niggas gotta stop all that be fair shit,
But
man.
we do that with dudes too. And then, did that with Honest Truth. It ain't like we don't do it with dudes and then we just do it for bitches. I've been fucked over by a lot more dudes out in through open hand out than bitches. Like and shout out to Game Changer, but I ain't never got done like when motherfuckers try to take my head. I don't never let them get that close. Like I got motherfuckers come in my Discord, chicks talking stupid, and then I'll be like, this ain't gonna work out. And then niggas trying to explain to me why I should give her a chance. I'm like, fuck that bitch.
He
Like,
he that dude he popped up in my algorithm and he
yeah,
was talking to Obsidian and he
he's
was
trying to get on.
he said he said why can't you acknowledge that white people play a large part in our issues as black people or some shit? That nigga Obsidian was like, no.
Yeah, I mean, but you gotta remember, Obsidian came in here as like a black conservative too, and he still is. So you're running up against. See, people forget that. So you're running up against that. Obsidian ain't no anti, no ultra right wing, but Obsidian definitely. You gotta remember, he's in Philly too. So yeah, I don't care. Whatever his name is, the Melloway. So the thing is, at the end of the day, he's on that. Everything is about race, so you should submit to the gynocracy for the betterment of the race. I'm like, if the race has to be a gynocracy, fuck the race. It needs to die. That's my position. My position is
Damn.
if the requirement for the race to exist is for it to be a gynocracy, then we all need to just do what's in our best interest to just say fuck it. I've always said that. I said the black community. That's why I do support SYSBM. Niggas just need to go ahead and I call it genetic gentrification. We just need to go on in and say fuck it, like because we're not here for anything. Because I'm not about to be here to fuck it. Men do not protect and provide for what they do not control or have authority over. So you all are asking black. I'm never gonna tell these Z's. I will tell these Z's to date out, to go intercultural before I tell them to submit to that bitch. I'm saying because black women have to give us an incentive to want to do it, and this is where all this. So I'll hear these women out, but as soon as these women start gaslighting, I'm going to do what I did with Courtney. I'm going to say, okay, let's see how your mind works. Let's walk you through this stuff. It's open ended. I'm not going to ask you closed ended questions. And that's what she did. Like, did you see the video with Pablo?
I
No,
didn't
I
see it.
haven't seen that.
You have not seen that video. So what we're going to do what we are going to do really quick is we're going to go through that video because that's an interesting video. It's a video to see what I do in real time. It's not that long. It's when Courtney went on Pablo Fresh Gabar's channel, and then and you're gonna see how this happened. Let's see where is Courtney at?
I'm gonna see this. It's interesting. She went on Pablo's.
Oh, I seen some niggas get gaslit on Lapeef show.
Yeah.
I just started. I that stuff started popping up. I'm like, bruh.
Yeah, you should. I
You
mean, the way
niggas are
you do
getting straight
videos, that's the
fucking gaslit on this bitch.
the way you do your content, the Lapeef show, the way they do their clips too, that's the gift that keeps on giving.
No, but it was just so much. I couldn't believe that guys was just being taken down like dumbass like rabbit holes of just
And that's why I can't.
silliness.
That's why I can't go on that
emotional
show.
rabbit holes.
That's why I can't. That's why I can't go on that show because if I
K
go
be
on
the
that
main
show,
leader.
I'm gonna have to shut that shit down. Apparently, she's not on there no more.
K isn't?
No, not K. I mean, K is dumb.
I don't
No,
know.
Courtney.
No, Ed, go on, man. Will you? I swear to God, they'll get 1 million views if you go on there.
No, I just heard. I just popped in there. I think I seen Anton on there. That's what made me like see what's going on, but he wasn't saying nothing.
So this was final goodbyes to the community.
But man, it was. I was just watching. Like, damn, these bitches just gaslighting the fuck out these niggas.
Yeah, that's all they do. Because that's all they really have.
Yeah, and that's why I said, you know what? And if I get on there, I already know what I'm gonna do. And this is why I keep telling y'all to do it. I'm like, have you all ever considered dating out? I mean, well, you know, this isn't a
Nah,
black
you
show.
gonna piss the dudes off over there.
No, I'm not. I actually Chicago Reels on here the other day. They're not. I mean, because if they get mad, they're gonna expose themselves. I'm like, why
Yeah,
you
but
mad?
I heard you say that a few times. I heard you say that a few times, Ed. But I'm telling you right now, if you take that stance against towards the women, the niggas are gonna get.
Then they can get mad. Because this is what I would say. Number one, Anton has already established himself that race is not the ultimate factor. They also had a mirror on there. They also said it's not a black show. So if they get mad, they're going against what they even said. So, I mean, the only person really is going to get mad is really Anton and Chicago Gorilla, and they wouldn't get mad about that commentary. My thing is because Anton is of the opinion culture and class matters over race. Chicago Gorilla might get mad, but he wouldn't get mad like that. Not like that. Anyway, let's bring this up. Let's see where we at.
Wait a minute, that's a Trey to MBD on there.
Yeah, Trey fucked my shit up because Trey pulled a J.R. Smith on me, and I got mad as fuck. But go ahead, let's see. Hold on.
You know his wife do OnlyFans.
I didn't know that. That's between you and him.
No, he said it on my channel.
Y'all disagree with me if you do, and so please do that with the statement I'm about to make. If I would surmise a lot of the issues. So, and the thing about it is, and to be fair to Anton, because we called Anton out first, and he came.
I can barely hear you, bro.
Hold on. And we backed off.
Yeah, you turn it up.
We still didn't agree. Yeah, because I think this was low. Hold on. I'm trying to get to the point that's important.
What do you think I'm doing? That's what we do. Like we
see this that gaslighting bullshit. you can already see.
But we're very steadfast.
Question that you brought up in regards to like guys like me and Pablo when you were on Obsidian, you said that men, black men,
and just some background about this Obsidian interview, Courtney, and you know how Trey and them can be, and Obsidian basically dropped their ass down, and then they got mad, so they came on here, and then Pablo started doing the Death of the Community series, which I think was Hoes of Winning before Hoes of Winning. That's another way of saying hoes are winning. You know, but yeah, so that's where we are.
In particular, shouldn't have to leave America, you know, to go find what they're looking for when you and TJ were up there. What did you mean by that?
Oh, you said me?
I didn't say that.
No, you and TJ were talking, and you know, they brought up the fact that men leaving the country.
I didn't say anything.
You said men shouldn't have to leave.
Hold on, you said, and I quote, you quote said that men shouldn't have to leave in order to have ideal relationships. We can look to the elders for examples of ideal relationships.
Okay, so let's be
bitch, I gave you a direct quote. See, this is that bullshit.
Very clear because you guys are misconstruing my word.
This is exactly what April said. This is gaslight 101.
it had nothing to do with men leaving the country. What I said, we talked about the platform and bringing others to a platform.
That how's the volume go?
Different from men leaving, dating women.
Huh?
Is that
Yeah,
how
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is a low. He's got this low. That's the problem. The only way I could change this is if I downloaded the video, and I might have to try to do that. Let me do that while.
Too bad you don't have a Bluetooth speaker.
Yeah, that's the problem. I'm gonna try to download the video. Like y'all really can't hear the words that are being used in the chat.
Nah, we can hear it.
I get it. Y'all gotta reach to hear it. Yeah, I'm gonna try to download it.
I'm talking about a platform on how can women learn to be better as far as Black women.
Oh my God.
What I said was we don't have to go to different countries to invite people on the platform to learn what we did in the 60s when the women are still living and we can learn from our elders. So you see how stuff get misconstrued?
Okay, did she just contradict herself?
Yeah.
Not really, but
not really.
But the question still reigns supreme. Why not? Bring in that other culture. You see guys like us. We have wives from other culture. Myself and Paula, we're both married Dominicans. And we ain't trying to go back to the community for nothing.
bro? That nigga wife on OnlyFans.
Why not bring us over and ask us, hey, what worked for you? Bring our wives on, hey, ask them what worked.
And let me respond to that, okay? Because if you look at facts and stats,
oh my God,
interracial couples divorce at the same rate as same racial couples divorce. It's the same rate.
Can I say
that's
something?
actually not true because it's not about them divorcing, it's about who files. So they're not filing 80%. That's the difference.
Real quick, I have facts to the contrary of when it. Well, yeah,
and that's also not because that depends on. You're talking about interracial couples. They're talking about going overseas, which the numbers when you go overseas and bring them in here are typically better.
Racial, when it comes to two U.S. citizens, Black,
yeah.
that's usually Black and white.
Right, thank you.
Wait a minute. This is what I do, love. This is what my channel is all about. International.
I mean, she came here to gaslight, but that's not even the main part I want to talk about. Let me get to where I was talking to her. It won't let me download it either, so whatever.
One of the forklift drivers, he was selling drugs.
Fuck y'all talking about?
With this new language and this new.
He want them no neck dude.
Hold on.
To stand up.
Because this is more towards the end.
I'm not delivering to Kennesaw. Man, I got to that damn.
I call them bottom trash and shit. That happens in the Black community.
Well, what you mean?
Get out of Indiana, man.
Hold on. Like, I'm trying to.
I thought the.
That was hard to hear. Yeah, it was. Just the banana flip, just the back. Oh my God.
Viewed you as sex objects, as fetishes.
Bro, I remembered it because
you gotta mash those two together.
Yeah, Catalina wrote.
Oh, this is why I can't hear it. Okay. Okay, this wasn't the original video. We're literally listening to them listen to the video.
Oh, you're listening. Oh, play by play, not the actual video.
Yeah, that's why. Okay.
Okay. Well, that actually makes a lot of sense.
That's some meta shit. Yeah, this is what I want. Yeah, okay.
Now we'll hear
it. I mean, so technically, people know me. All right, y'all should be here better now.
To Asia, the Philippines.
God has been good to y'all, and now it's time to just.
Hope she take these rock.
No, this is the initial after show. Okay, and real. No, this wasn't 2 years ago. Fuck, 2 months ago. Okay, this is it. This is it.
Why is that?
Fetishizing. Yeah, but I know, but my grandmother is Japanese.
Black female standpoint. All right, this is
Yeah.
where I start doing my critical
Make sure
analysis. You were finished.
I wasn't.
Okay, go ahead. I
Right.
want, yeah.
And so we are fetishized.
Mm-hmm.
It's three parts. One part is even on the show Lapeef, which I love being on. It's an awesome show.
But you ain't quote. You quote said that men shouldn't have to leave in order to have.
It's the same rate.
States and Colombian woman.
Show brothers how to do it.
Yeah, only 6% of black men have passports. Black women actually have more. Only 20. But see,
No,
hold on. Here, but here's the thing. And see, the thing that pissed me off the most about this bullshit
this
is
nigga Ed getting re-triggered.
no, I ain't getting re-triggered because at the end, you'll see it. She said she was gonna email us a stat, and then I'm sitting there assuming the shit was right. She actually read the shit backwards. Like because she said something about like 70% of all households are out of wedlock, and I'm like, no, that's not true. Not in the black community, like in America, that's not true. And it's like, yo, you like anyway. Go ahead about that. And yes, a lot of these guys choose to stay, but the thing is, if we're gonna look at this from a black female, what. And I'm not saying this is not about to go left, but I mean, like, when you look at what the black women maintaining their options, the reality of the situation is black women are their own worst enemies when it comes to their own image. They circle, even the ones that aren't doing the crap, tend to circle wagons around the women that are doing the crap. So when we talk about, I get what you're saying, but you got to understand, Courtney, and this is where it's not hearing me. The Z's don't care. The younger millennials do not, all that, they don't care. What they know is what they see in their face. But when she don't care, she's 38. So she talk about, so these women talk about cleaning up their own shit. They don't give a fuck about them women that's below them. They really don't. And they're starting to act on it. Like, because TJ was talking about, well, your mama, you came from a single mother that was your mother was a single woman. That may be true, but these guys don't care about that. See, the stuff is split because this didn't just happen. The history is important because this happened over time. Now, you have 3 generations of black men dealing with this crap, and it's to the point now where a lot of black men, and I say this on my channel, when you hear black women saying like crazy stuff, I say don't even argue with them. Tell them go find you a great white man. In fact, I'll help. That was 2 months ago, nigga.
You have to say that on the Peef Network.
Oh, be great. Because the idea is that black men somehow got this invisible whip that's keeping black women from leaving the community. And I'm like, if you think you can do better, go do it. My question to you is, would you ever hear a black woman tell black men? Shout out to nobody for the $5 cash app or $10 cash app, 5:30 in the morning. And if you think you can do better than black women, I dare you to try. I've never heard it.
I don't think I have either.
And so what I'm saying is, it's because black. My next question, Ty City, is going to be not on this, but I'm going to ask by asking them for this. Have you ever heard a black woman refer to any non-black man as weak? Have you ever heard a black woman refer to any non-black man as weak?
Yo, chill, Ed.
I'm asking in your experience because I haven't. We asked that earlier. Men are confident in understanding. That
you know what? Is this Pablo?
We've given up. Yeah. So she came on the Pablo's thing.
Yeah,
because
but
Pablo was talking about her, so she pulled up April style. Much as men can, quite frankly, give up to our women.
Well, explain why you don't hear that.
Sure.
Because we understand that a lot of these cultures look at you as sexual objects, and they won't marry you.
As if black women don't. Okay, so
hold up.
No. So as you can see, Trey's getting triggered. So I'm trying to push that shit back. I got hold on, time out. Hold on, let her finish, and I got to write the rebuttal. Go ahead.
Right.
Please about that.
It's not a fetish.
Trey got that laugh. Here's
the thing. I know I've lived in a white neighborhood all my damn life, and white women and white men.
So you wouldn't know that black women fetishize black men.
Has fetishes for black folks, and they learn.
White folks and Hispanics are not the same.
To how to get you.
Here's the deal.
Hold on, ain't no nigga in the manosphere talking about going to Europe. What about to respond first? Hold on.
Go ahead, Ed. Go ahead. I can crush this with one word.
So go. I just wanted to make sure you were finished.
I wasn't.
Okay. Go ahead. I want. Yeah.
And so we are fetishized, and we are, and that's a fact. And I know so many white women that's like that. I know so many foreigners that if they found out they was with a black man, they'd be exiled from their community. And that's true. They marry their own by being with a black man. And if you travel overseas, and I'm not talking about the Caribbean or where Afro Latinas are, I'm talking about
But that's what Pablo's talking about.
In the Middle East.
Ain't nobody talk about going to the Middle East.
Go in Europe.
Have you been there?
Ain't nobody talk about going in Europe.
I have.
The Manosphere doesn't talk about going to Europe, going to the Middle East, but you listen to the Manosphere content.
You live there?
I've traveled.
Okay, you haven't lived
Okay,
there.
okay. I want her to really get the complete thought out. Yeah.
Just saying. Have you lived in Asia?
I've not.
Okay, all right. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, but I know, but my grandmother is Japanese, and I know she was exiled from her family for marrying a black man.
Yeah, but Japanese are very xenophobic.
Oh, your grandmother Japanese, and
you
a
know that
single
women
mother?
typically go with the husband family, right?
I want to make sure she gets her complete thought out.
And my grandmother didn't. She lost her whole family.
Man, hey Ed, I got a dip, man.
All right, you can dip.
Did he take care of her?
Yeah, he was.
It gets good. Give it like 3 more minutes.
Well, yeah, but she lost her family over that. A lot of women don't and would not.
Well, here's the. Well, go ahead. I'll respond after. Go ahead.
So my first is kind of like a okay. This is where we get it. Do you realize that we're paying very close attention to everything that you're saying? Always comes back to being self-serving from a black female standpoint. Like it makes sense. So when people talk about the stats and stuff, and this is something that always happens. There's why a lot of these guys kind of get hostile to a lot of stuff. This is me trying to warn her, saying y'all hostile, but they real quick to jump, and because I'm one of the worst ones with that, so I'm not. That's the first thing. The second thing is the truth is black men, the standards that black women say that they want black men to have, that Kevin Samuels, we said it before Kevin Samuels show. He just put that out there. You just proved it in real life. That's not, even if Cillian talk, anyway, long story short, black women, one of the reasons why black women have such high standards for black men, and I'm talking about sexual standards, I call it genetic currency versus economic currency, is because black women African American ADOS black women fetishize black men, I would dare argue now, more than these other groups. Now, yes, there's racism and tribalism everywhere, but everywhere is a big place. The reality is, you say it's kind of spoken as if black women are you have to measure what you see with the alternative. And it's like, okay, well, I can even give you that stuff like that happens. Mm-hmm. And it's like, okay, well, the alternative is black women, and they do all the same shit. Black women fetishize black men. We're not even gonna get into like how older black women deal with younger black women, which is a form of fetishization, because that's very unnatural compared to how other groups of women deal with shit. But that's you can charge that slavery and all that. My point is, black women fetishize black men too at the same rates. And you see it in the conversations, because even Kevin Samuels said, I want you to see when it's about to blow up. Didn't know they're men. So what are you really acting on but a fetish?
Well, if I can speak, because how is it a fetish when we're loyal?
This is what gets good. Our promise.
Majority of black women.
Hold on. Man, my English is my first language.
What do you mean by loyal?
Hold on.
Loyal to whom?
This is getting good.
Explain loyalty.
I'll explain it. How is it a fetish?
I'm gonna let it rock.
When black women, 93% of the time, let's say that, only date black men. How can I fetishize someone that looks like me?
You think that's loyalty?
Well,
and by the way, white men say that white men fetishize white women all the time in porn and horror movies. So I mean, it happens. Go ahead.
I don't know about the porn industry, so I'm very naive to that.
No, well, white women will say they smut them out all the time, but go ahead.
I don't.
Oh my God,
I don't know about that. But what I know, as far as being a black woman, I don't fetishize about.
Hey, you notice how she say that, but then she also said early in the conversation she around all these white people, so she can speak to it. So she can speak to it when she want to.
Black men, I think black men are the most beautiful men that's walking the earth.
Okay, can I stop you just for a second? Wait a minute.
That's a fetish statement.
I am the host. Hold on.
Hold on. Let Pablo get in there.
Hold on. Real quick. Listen, Courtney. When you're talking to a group of men,
be that. Congrats. Be that. give that up. This is why the black men get fed. Like for instance, you think Derrick Jackson is a fetish to a lot of black women. Do you really believe Derrick Jackson is going to give that up? He said, "You're damn right. I worked very hard to be that." Congratulations. I mean, for real, that's how men think.
But here, let me jump in.
Hold on, but because I want to this loyalty thing. With this loyalty thing, can you? I'm gonna say this, and I'm actually about to hop off. Can you give me? That's what I use when I know I can't shut these niggas. Go ahead. Outside of sex, and outside of looks, can you give me one tangible example as to how black women, as a general group, and when I say general group, I mean it's just 50 plus one, demonstrate that loyalty?
Right. So let me go back to what I was trying to finish saying, and then I'm going to answer your question. So the fetishizing, I'm speaking because I grew up with white women. I understand men don't care because it's sex. But the idea is that men are saying a lot that I hear. I can date out and I'll get married, this and that. And I'm like, and white women are.
No, actually they can. Like that, y'all wouldn't get so triggered by it if it wasn't happening.
Learning to, take care of black men. Yeah, but if I'm around white women that want to experience you and never been with a black man before, and it's not that you guys are dating out and being in a relationship and marrying out like that, because the percentage wise, you guys are not. You still are sticking with a black woman.
Why
it's the fetishizing. It's the fetishizing because they will have sex with you and not tell nobody. They just want the experience.
That's actually not true.
Being a black man.
She's 38. She's trying to talk about some old shit.
Men
Courtney, can I give you a statistic real quick on that? Let me just jump in with one quick statistic, Courtney. When you talk about black men marrying,
and basically this is what Trey don't understand. I wanted to answer to that fucking loyalty question, and you're bailing her out by doing that.
And particularly marrying white women. They got a Pew Research study, a very credible study. Okay. They said that in 2015.
I want to jump off. I want to get that.
But that's a huge number.
Well,
but it's not majority.
The reason why that's actually not problematic for black men. It's actually problematic for black women, because the thing is that the mentality that's being said it gets rid of a certain urgency, and so it's not even worth even debating that. I've been told I'm not black enough, so I'm not even going to argue that point with you as far as the fetishization. Yeah, by white women. So I'm not saying there's no truth to what you're saying, but what I will say is black women take it a whole nother thing, and they like, well, I don't have to do it. I'm not talking to you, but they'll say I don't have to do anything because, well, they're just doing this anyway. And the thing is, those stats don't really speak to age, generation, and different mentalities. But you said you were getting to that tangible way that black men deal with loyalty to black women other than having sex with them and looks.
Yeah. So when I spoke about loyalty, I'm not talking about as individuals as far as loyalty relationship wise. I'm talking about culturally wise. Majority of black women will tell you they do not want to date out. They want a black man.
What is the value?
Yeah, but hold on. But I said outside of sex,
right,
and outside of looks.
What is the value?
Hold on. I say that because these boys, fuck black men for a second. These boys can't read, and they're under the custodial treatment of the women. So I'm trying to see this loyalty. I didn't bring it in there. You brought it in there. So I'm not even talking about within relationships. Any area of activity you get to pick.
Okay.
So before we go, Courtney, let me give you some more data. So you can.
God damn it, Trey.
On this.
That I am getting triggered about. I get that, but let me.
Come on. Ed.
Hold on, Ed.
Hurricane 1, Ed. Chill, Ed.
Let me give you a couple statistics before you answer about loyalty, because this is what black men are seeing. We're 2011, 2004 term health.
The way I do it, and it's kind of like I don't.
Asian, Mexican in the U.S., 70% is born with unwed mothers.
You heard that. Anyway, I'm gonna end it there and let you dip. I don't know if he already dipped. Yeah, he already dipped. But yeah, I mean, she never answered it because and that is a good exhibit as to why yeah, first of all, you already coming in here with that bullshit. I don't even want to hear what the fuck you got to say, Trinity, because any bitch named Trinity in this space is dirty, especially after how you tried to play motherfucker try to play Roger. I don't give a fuck if you the same bitch. You don't care who black men date, yet you up 5:42 in the morning listen to some random ass channel with less than 5,000 subscribers. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, like I said, that's an example as to why I tell you all you should tell black women to date out, because notice how that bitch came in here just now and tried to say nobody cares who black men date. We know that's a lie. We know that's a lie. We know how y'all saw Michael B. Jordan with a bitch and y'all almost lost your mind. So I don't even know why y'all even black women stay gaslighting. So the way to combat that is to say, why don't you date out? Why? Because you're the one basically complaining every time a white man gives you a microphone about what niggas don't do. Why don't you date out? Because I already know what I'm gonna do. Whether I'm talking about whether a black man chooses to stay or chooses to go, that's between me and my business. Why are you still here? Because y'all the ones talking about y'all staying behind, y'all could do better, y'all could free your future, y'all could, be these boss bitches if these dudes didn't hold you back. This is what you all are saying. This is what you all are saying. You all are the ones talking about what you could do. So at the end, because black men are not really saying they're gonna date out. Black men are just doing it. Most black, you know what I'm saying? So when I asked her that loyalty question, everything she said had to do with her sexual desires. She could not operate outside of that. And that tells you everything. She's 38 years old. She's not young. She's not 23. She's not 22. She was actually in a relationship with a black man and produced a son. She's talking about she learned, she grew. Okay, if you've learned, you've grown. This is a simple question. I promise you, if as much as black females do shit, niggas will come up with something about black women other than just the sexual shit. But what did she try to retreat to? She tried to retreat to this general cultural love. That's what she tried to retreat to. No, black women have this code. No, bullshit. Because that's only a reflection of yourself, because you will believe that if you did not understand the black community is a gynocracy. That's that April Mason, I'm dope, black men are a byproduct orbit shit. Oh, my bad. Japanese woman told me she wanted me to hurt her. I keep comments on for a long time anyway. But anyway, I'm going to let y'all get y'all last word. Like I said, I don't mean to block you, some of y'all, but I blocked like 2 dudes, 3 dudes. I'm not playing with y'all in that stupid shit. Y'all coming in here talking shit to me and my own shit. That's not how that works. Anyway, what's your final thoughts, Ian and Lion? And we're gonna end this shit. I'll share it so you could go see it. Go ahead, Ian. Hello. Lion. What is it, me or can't press one if y'all can hear me? All right, good. These niggas are down. All right, cool. They ain't saying shit. Press one if y'all can hear me. Man, y'all gonna make me pull this fucking stream up. I was about to say. And shout out to Freeman's Journal for $5 cash app. Let me see if he said something on here. Cause I'll be missing that shit. All right, much appreciated. Much appreciated, y'all. That really helped me out. That definitely helped me out. Especially, I gotta tell y'all, I got me. I technically had the snowball, but y'all saw me kind of get that Yeti mic. I actually got the pieces that I need for the Yeti mic and the cord. So I'm looking forward to getting my microphone game up. And yeah, it's been a good conversation. I mean, people can say what they want to say as far as, us gossiping, doing whatever the fuck they want to do. If that's what the fuck they want to say because they upset, fine, go ahead. At the end of the day, that is what that is. So anyway, that being said, it's been a great video. Yeah, I'm dead ass. I think that is something that is very practical and very useful, and that does not require a lot other than y'all to let your ego go. Because all these women talking all this shit, when you say that, you're establishing what your value is. I'm gonna be good no matter what the fuck you do. You running this shit. You ain't running this. And too many dudes be wanting to fucking argue with these hoes on their terms. And again, I'm like, no, I'm not. That gaslighting shit gets, even that shit she was doing. I'm like, yo, you really think you saying something? Do you understand how much time wasting you're doing in that conversation? Like, you don't even know outside of wanting a fucking nigga what's good about a black man. And here's the thing, you would think Courtney would really think about that. See, if somebody were able to trip me up like that, I would actually be like, damn, Like, she actually got me. Like, she really, like, I really need to think about that answer. No. She ain't even thought about it because she thought she was right. And that shit kind of told me how disingenuous she was in the conversation. She's not having a good faith conversation. And most of them don't. Most of them think this shit is funny, which is why y'all niggas need to stop being so guilty about shit. Because really, they're banking on that shit. Anyway, it's been another stream of Everybody Hates. Yeah, that's all that is. Anyway, this has been another episode of Everybody Hates Black Men. I'm your host, Edward Anderson. Appreciate Ty City for coming up. Like I said, I say what I say, I mean what I say, but at the same time, I don't have any real ill will on Ty City. I just get tired of him always critiquing the space. But whatever, maybe we need to give him something else to chew on. The Loop Network is definitely one of those things. And it's not about dating out to hurt black women. It's about doing what's in your best interest. Black men have to start doing what's in your best interest and stop feeling like your job is to do what's in everybody else. With that being said, wow, man, it's Edward signing off. Peace.